By the way, we're live. Hey, maybe we're
Hello.
live. There's about a 10-second period where like I'm not sure what's being heard, but
It looks like we're live.
cool. Hey,
Oh wow, you got some more factor sales. Look at that.
no, yeah, it's
Last day, man.
it's cool. That's true. The last day of Factor 75. We'll talk about that later. Hey, how is everyone? We're playing games. Hey, I'm
Hello.
Grayson, and the
I'm Sajin.
the suave black and white figure next to me is Sajin. Yes.
This is the start. Like this is the second time at the start of the stream where you compliment me. I don't know if I should trust it.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Would you prefer? Would you rather I say like? I could describe you as svelte if you'd like.
I've never. No, I've heard that word like once, and all I know is that like, oh, that sounds like a good word.
It is a good word. I don't know anything about it except that you
Svelte.
describe it. Like people wearing suits are usually described as that. So there you go.
Ooh,
I assume you have like
I
a three-piece tuxedo.
that's
But
too expensive.
anyway,
It's too expensive for my style.
how's everyone doing? Oh, Drayster, thank you for the follow on Twitch. You must have done that right before we went live. Lum was
Wow.
jamming out. Oh, Lum, thanks for saying. Yeah, I do like the background theme that I got is quite a tasty
It is
jam.
very good. Very good.
I do like it a lot. And I was actually, man, anyway. But hey, everyone, I see Lum's here. Drayster is here. Hello, Drayster. Phoenix says live. THL says hello. Smo waves. The tune says very green. It is.
He is very green.
Look, you should all be green with envy. Anyway, we're gonna start off super humble.
I don't know, man. I think it's you, the screen with envy. I'll be honest.
Smo says my Discord broke, so I'm having to reinstall. Oh, that's not good, Smo.
I love it when it does that. It's my favorite.
Mango says never trust lime. Lum says green's my favorite color. Oh, you know what? Green is a great color, honestly.
Can we just? That's funny. We should just start calling you Lime.
Don't you dare. So rude. I've never said anything but nice things to you all day. And this is
That
what
is-
you treat me with.
that is malarkey. That is. Oh, what is that? Baloney. That's all kinds of lies.
No,
I physically restrained myself from saying anything worse than that, and you could hear it.
I qualified the same, and I said today. I've only said nice things to you today.
It's true.
'Cause we're,
That won't last very long, though.
we're good friends who would never be rude. But how's everyone doing
We are
tonight?
good friends. We are good friends.
Yeah.
That's why we can talk badly about each other.
Right? You piece of no, I'm kidding.
You piece of garbage.
But anyway, how's everyone's week going so far? It's Tuesday evening where I is. I guess
Yeah, it
where
feels
we
like
is
limbo.
technically.
Tuesday is just like the most just not even a remotely important day.
It
Just nothing happens on Tuesday.
it really is because Monday is like kind of just like
Oh,
you
it's
don't
Monday.
yeah you don't really like Monday, but you still kind of like you're coming off the weekend energy, and so you
Yeah.
kind of you have some go juice to get you through.
Yeah, Monday can be super productive or awful.
But yeah, then Tuesday kind of rolls
Then-
around you're like, oh, there's a whole week of this still thinking.
It's like, oh, it's not even Wednesday yet. It's not even halfway done.
Right. But yeah, so we're playing Warframe. I'm a Stein
International
next
law states that nothing bad is allowed to happen on Tuesday,
I
but
mean,
nothing good either.
that could be true. I don't know if I've ever talked about inappropriate Touch Tuesday, which was
No, and I don't think you should.
no,
I don't know what
it was,
that is, but I don't think it doesn't sound great.
It was a great tradition from my high school days that some people
What?
started.
What?
It was so fun. Anyway,
Do you have anything you need to talk about?
no, well the whole gag was that people who knew about inappropriate Touch Tuesday, the goal was to find somebody who did not know, and you just
Oh, no.
had to find a way to just like either like
just
you had to put,
just harass someone because it's funny, right?
no like well the thing was like it's specifically like you would put your arm on their shoulder and be like, hey buddy, it's good to see you, and like you just like continue like talking with them and just like see how long you get away with like keeping
Oh.
your hand on the shoulder.
No
Before-
boundaries Tuesday.
Yeah, basically like it's just,
That's better for it. Of
but
course.
it was way more fun to call it inappropriate Touch Tuesday though, because then the teachers got worried.
Much more incriminating though.
Yeah, you just see you have like a timer and just see how long you can go before like they made a comment about it. It was great.
What a
Very funny.
threatening name, Inappropriate Touch Tuesdays. Like, what does
It's-
that mean?
No, it was the best. It was wholesome good
Don't
times.
say that! Don't say that! It
But
was the
anyway,
best. I love Inappropriate Touch Tuesday.
yeah. What's wrong with you now? Anyway, we're gonna play
Oh, I don't know.
games.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
So
Rising Tide is what we're doing.
yeah,
Solo quest. I'm only here to either to supervise. FBI, open up!
yeah.
Thanks, Mo. Hold on, no. If I strat it into the room, FBI, open up! Does that sound better? I don't know.
You sounded just like a person that is FBI for sure. You may be wondering what we're doing. Oh, did I not actually
Rail
start?
jack.
Oops, did I? Oh, hey.
Do we have
So
to-
yeah, we need to build my new Cephalon for
Your-
Rising
your
Tide.
It's not a replacement Cephalon. I know you wish you could replace Ordis, but Ordis has been awfully quiet to you, I think. So
Well, I mean,
Um,
he built me Robo Lotus to kind of fill the
That's true.
void, and then he's kind of gone offline since then. Like, actually, I
don't
really
worry.
haven't actually
he
heard any
bothers
smarmy.
he bothers Sai too. One of my favorite lines is like, you left me with Ordis, and he has a lot of opinions.
It's pretty on point. Smo says this FBI raid brought to you by Factor 75.
Factor 75.
Keep your
Keep your hands
hands.
to yourself.
Go. By the way,
Damn, man.
but yeah, this is brought to you by Factor 75. This is actually essentially this will be the last stream sponsored by Factor 75. Actually, the sponsorship
that?
officially ends tomorrow.
Ooh.
So
Jeez, I might need to pull the trigger.
It's-
Give me half a second. I just spilled something on the floor. Just 1 sec.
see, that's
Go
what
to
you
the
get for being all
quests.
wacky.
Yeah, go to the quests or rush Sai. It shouldn't be too expensive. I need to not watch the stream because that's still
Obtain a
habit
real
by
Jack
now.
Cephalon. So
Yeah, go either talk with chat for a little bit and rush him when I get back, or half a second.
sure. So yeah,
Don't say anything bad because I will watch it over. I won't, but chat.
Perfect.
I need you to tell me if he says anything awful. I'm serious.
is he gone? I think he's left. All right, chat. We're gonna form a secret combination. Okay, we're gonna enter into a pact. We're not gonna let what's his Sajin? Don't tell him I forgot his name. Anyway, we're gonna not tell Sajin what we do for the next 2 seconds while he's gone.
I'm a better agent. Okay, bye guys.
What the fuck? I forgot you had permissions in here. Wow, I forgot that
Was that Smo?
Yeah, Smo.
Was that Smo that I
forgot
missed?
I forgot I didn't take away Smo's privileges for streaming.
Why would you do that?
That was my mistake. I knew he'd
Oh,
abuse it one
Maybe
day.
because what did? Hi Smo, I miss you.
Mango says keeping notes. Well, it says greetings, fellow humans.
Yeah,
Hey-
Mango,
hey,
I
Lala.
trust you. What did he say? Hi
Well,
Lala.
I definitely wasn't saying anything rude. Can't believe you got back so quickly.
You didn't have enough time.
Mango says nothing with a heart. See, it's true. AC says, hello, I come from watching a clip of Princess Peach ordering a cheeseburger. AC, I think you went to the wrong part of YouTube again.
You watching like, yeah, that's some archaic stuff right there, man.
Mango says, but here's the question, does Sajin trust me?
See, that's what I was gonna say. It's like part of me knows that I shouldn't, but I mean, in a case where it's Grayson potentially talking bad about me,
I never
I don't
would.
know. Maybe I do trust you more than him.
AC says, the menu.
I don't know. You haven't done me wrong yet. At least-
Wasn't, I thought the menu was like one of those like thriller movies that came out recently. Anyway,
I don't watch movies, so I don't know.
yeah, I haven't paid attention to Hollywood in a while, but I had a thought.
They don't really deserve it.
And my thought. Oh right, I was gonna say. I think right before the stream you were doing like photos with Phoenix, right?
Indeed, I was. I sent you all of them except
Yeah.
for one because it was just over 10, and I think Discord has a 10 limit file.
Oh, sure.
10 file limit. Yep, I know.
You're
Like
really cool.
those are just for you to like peruse through. You can choose which one. But the thumbnail for today was mango,
Yeah.
and that one looked especially good. We liked that one a lot.
Yeah, that was a good one. Like, and I'll eventually I'm definitely gonna go through and use a lot, like, because you've done ones with mango and you did some with
Cookie. Or
cookie.
Skittles.
Yeah, Skittles.
Then now Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. So, like, yeah, we've been doing like I guess it's supposed to have been Sajin kind of organizing, but we're doing like trying to do like photos with
Off and on.
basically like capture it kind of things.
Yep.
With
I'd
you
love to
and-
get one with you, Smo, and I, because original trio. That'd be
Right,
awesome.
we gotta do it. Do it for the Vine.
Ah, what a magical time that was. I know that everyone, or lots of people, had the same reaction they did with Vine, that they have to TikTok now. But see, Vine has been dead for years, so we like it now.
Right. Well, it's funny. I have to say, like I mean, TikTok had endless hate for a couple of years. I don't really hear too much hate nowadays. I think people are kind of starting to accept TikTok as just the next evolution, I guess. What are
Yeah,
they looking for?
I don't know. I still get sick when I look at it, just because of the implications of my my attention span is being ruined right before my eyes.
That's fake science.
I don't believe it.
I seen. Well, actually, I should probably say I've been reading articles about how that's maybe not really affecting things, but I don't
sure
want
hope
to.
so.
I don't know. I'd have to. I'm hesitant
I
to
still
get.
don't think children should have access to TikTok.
It's not good. I mean, considering
There's too much stuff on there.
my brother, I'm
Oh,
very
Slow
concerned
down
for
for
the
me a
youth.
little bit.
But we're playing games. Macy says Voldemort is the chef in Princess Peach Regarding
Yeah.
Burger. That does make sense. Big Tree says filler, listen here, filler, listen here, filler. My Jack Daniels
boy.
7-Up soda pop. That sounds like a good time, Big Chewy. We're having a relaxing time.
No,
He
it
says
doesn't.
crinkle.
No, it doesn't.
Average Steinak says that Steinak's fashion. Oh, you don't like 7-Up?
Hold on, I need to.
See,
I need to stop.
Steinak's enjoyer enjoys a good
Something's not working
Steinak's.
for me.
I appreciate that.
Slowing down a little bit.
So they don't understand. I just guess they don't like that short form stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'd say like TikTok is. I don't watch a lot of TikTok. I actually don't have TikTok on my phone, but there are a couple of TikTokers that
Yeah, then
I've seen like clips and compilations of their stuff, and there's some funny things out there. It definitely can rival Vine at times.
There are, admittedly.
But there's also, I mean, just oodles of trash. But Exodus, hey, all watching from the hospital. Oh, Exodus.
So much.
Hope you get feeling better soon. I saw you were talking about that on Discord.
Oh, hey Exodus, what's up? Aside from the hospital.
Yeah, I hope they're getting it figured out at least. He says TikTok is toxic for children. It probably is. It probably
Yeah,
is.
I don't think they should have access to TikTok.
Yeah, he says, I've been watching Reddit stories
Okay,
involving
something's going
people
on
doing
with my
TikTok, like a woman getting beat down for attempting to assault a manager for stopping her standing on a table to film a TikTok video. Jeez. Or a niece getting punished for ruining a
The public is not the
$25,000
place for
vote
filming
for a
TikToks,
prank
as
video
far as
on
I'm
TikTok.
concerned.
What's this exist? Yeah, there's. I mean, it's the. It really is
We
like
could blame
the,
that on TikTok, or we could blame that. We could blame that on the mass psychosis that is clearly taking over the population.
Well, it's literally the do it for the Vine, like energy, like vibe, like
Yeah.
where people will do these crazy things for the sake of like less than like 10 seconds of fame. There's like that one TikToker that
will clout chase.
like there's a TikToker. His whole thing is like he's basically doing like kind of like fake like cooking tutorials, but it always ends with him just like absolutely destroying his kitchen. And it's just like he's got to take like hours after like that like 30-second video, just hours of cleaning.
Aside from
So much wasted food.
wasting food. I mean, as long as it's his kitchen, then I guess there isn't much we can really complain about. But clout chasers will clout chase.
My sister watches it without headphones all the time and drives me crazy. Yeah, that'd be annoying.
Yeah, some of the sound bites just feel like they just dig into your mind a little bit, and it's like, get out.
Yeah.
Again, like there are some good ones, and I'll be happy to watch a collection of good ones on YouTube. But like, I do not want it on my phone.
Yeah.
If I had or have children and it's around at that time, they are not gonna have it until they're like well able to make better decisions.
Yeah. Yeah, this seems like
Teach
a
them teach them how to make good decisions first. Then maybe think about it.
right.
Make
This,
sure they don't have an addictive personality.
yeah, that might be a good point. Hey, Boris, you should. Yeah. So maybe this is a bad time to announce this, but I'm starting a TikTok. No, I'm kidding.
Gosh, I thought you were serious. Oh man, what would you even put on there?
I don't know. I think I would probably literally just put my shorts onto TikTok. I wouldn't even like change
Honestly.
like the subscribe thing. Like I don't even
Subscribe to YouTube.
right. I don't know.
I don't know. TikTok scares me.
TikTok is wacko. Like it's it's interesting. Oh, wait. Yes, I got it.
My foundry system has completed a build.
Hey, you're talking to me.
There he is.
We got a thing.
Online. Crew. Dax. My crew is gone. Tenno. You will do. Awaiting dry dock integration.
We like Sai.
This is your
Sai's cool.
dry dock. Take me there.
I asked Smo, and I do believe he said you have one.
I have a
So
what?
go to the dojo.
Why does it go to a
Dry
dojo?
dock. Yeah. that's
What
the
happened
dry
if
dock
you
is.
were? What happens if you were like a sad solo player at this point? We just like lose forever.
You better go build a dojo and put a dry dock in it.
It's so harsh. But yeah, we're doing the
mean-
Rising Tide quest now.
Isn't it great that Smo has done so much work for you on your dojo, and you still have no idea how it does anything?
It's delightful. It's like I'm playing a game, but I'm not actually like learning anything. It's basically like getting to be like a 3-year-old all over again. Or
I
stuff
certainly haven't helped with that.
where you
The amount of things where I should have been like, "Yep, let's go farm it," where I've just been like, you know what, to save me the time and to save you the time, just have.
yeah.
You can fast travel to it with the escape
Can?
menu or pause menu. Yes, you can fast travel to dry dock.
What?
Dry dock.
How long has that been a thing? Oh, I'm here.
Big old room.
Smell, you've been hiding things from me.
Oh wait, no, Phoenix, you're right. Relays have dry docks on them.
Oh. Oh, so
So
you could do
you
it
can
there
use that
too
one.
if you'd wanted.
Yeah.
Where do I
Yeah,
talk?
yeah.
Who's paying these people?
You, assumedly.
I don't have the credits for that.
I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe they need like a fraction of a credit to survive.
Yeah.
Maybe a credit's worth a lot
Where
to
do
someone
I-
who isn't a Tenno.
How do I?
It should be one of the consoles.
how do
Yeah,
I
there you go.
talk?
Maybe. There it is.
Why would I?
What's
I-
next? I haven't done this quest in a long time.
Where's a dry dock?
Install stuff inside the dry dock.
Oops. Oh, this is while we're floundering desperately. This reminds me. I'm not sure if Lum's already had a bounce. We're actually on Saturday doing a special collab stream with Lum.
Oh,
Yeah, gonna play fun games.
fun.
'Cause
Fun.
I think some people know, but Lum is also a VTuber. She plays a lot of like kind of like retro and like JRPG kind of games. Trying to
That
find
console
anything.
will take you to your ship.
No,
do that.
I did it. I returned. Good job, everyone.
Look at your.
A new quest is available in your codex.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, look at your. Oh, hold on. Go to the codex. Do the Rising Tide thing. Like how you tried to warn you like 5 seconds in advance and you did it.
Hey, Rising
anyway.
Tide.
There it is. Look at that one.
Oh yeah, we're gonna play fun games on Saturday. You should come.
Begin.
Basic growing threat.
And, Yeah, what are you guys gonna play?
Great question. We're playing
The
Fall
A button.
Guys, and we're
Oh, really?
playing Plate Up. And I think the idea was
I
to
think I
play along
tried
with
to play
people.
Plate Up once, but It scared me.
It's one of them chaos games where you don't actually get good at the
Scares
game. I
me.
think.
These two
I've never
bugs for
played.
me.
I've never played either, to be completely honest. I know of Fall Guys at least. But I'd never heard of played up.
Yeah, it'd be hard to not know about Fall Guys. Okay, go to the dry dock now.
Cool. Glad we learned.
You smell it.
This is
I
a
like the sound of smelling.
conglomeration. Good job.
Colomeration. Sounds like a sickness. He has a colomeration in his lung.
I know that's like what House tells you right before you find out you have like super lupus or something.
And Exodus, it is me. It is me, Sajin, the one and only, the only one to give you a headache so massive.
Right.
Hope you're doing good, bud.
Yeah, I guess Exodus, you haven't been around too much lately since you've been ill, but yeah, Sajin bullied his way onto the voice chat.
It's true. However, you didn't have the gall to stop me.
I mean, you had a knife.
Tenno, I am Cephalon's
Yes, I
son.
pointed at my monitor and said, Gray,
Will
you
refer
better.
to me
He goes,
as
"No."
such.
Seems like a friendly guy.
He's
Everyone
cool.
knows
He's
that
cool.
that red is the color of
Has learned
Atlas.
from past defeat, reforming, rebuilding.
Remember this.
Hmm.
We must rebuild to contain that threat. We
Sure.
will reconstruct an old war-era Sigma series railjack.
Okay.
A railjack requires a viable command cephalon. I am not a viable command cephalon.
All right, uninstalling you.
Identify a viable replacement. But first, recover the wreckage. Then, assembly. Return to your orbiter.
I know where that
like
is.
mobile defense.
Railjacks died with the Orokin. Only wreckage remains. I have identified faint void drive traces on the surface of Mars. Investigate, recover, rebuild.
Sure thing, boss.
Oh, Lala says maybe she should bully herself on stream. But then she said that's scary. Do it, Lala. Commit.
I mean,
Break past your comfort zone.
I'll never force anybody to be like that public with themselves, but I mean,
No, don't do it if you don't want to.
people who have, who aren't gonna, I don't know, break TOS,
You know who
I
actually-
guess, on stream.
Whoever, you know who actually got me on here? It was Phoenix. It wasn't me.
That's true, Phoenix.
Phoenix told you to do it, and then
I
you actually did it.
That's right, because you were starting to I was trying to fight you off with the knife because I have sweet black belt skills, but then Phoenix came in
I
from
don't
behind with
care.
a tomahawk, and I was
I
just
don't
outnumbered
care.
at that point.
I don't care how skilled you are at fighting. Never ever get into a knife fight. I don't care about your credentials. I don't care how much battle experience you have. I don't care if your battle IQ is like 2,000. Never get into a knife fight. It never ends well for anyone.
No,
And
no,
that's my PSA for today.
I've watched so many like 50s era greaser movies where knife fights are the coolest.
I mean, I've made knives myself, right? I'm used to getting cut, but gosh, the idea of a knife fight just sends chills down my spine. I don't like it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Go ahead and do this. So what you're gonna find is you're gonna be doing basically a mobile defense mission, but you're gonna
Okay.
be trying to keep little Vomblists, those little buggers that spawn during the Eidolon fights.
hmm
You're gonna be keeping those guys at bay, and eventually there'll be actual sentience.
Okay.
Be sure to use your second ability, the Shield Bash, because that'll make things easier for you.
It sounds reasonable.
Yes, it does.
He wants to know if there's a cephalon for Tylenol. That's a great question.
Faint void drive traces
Tylenol?
in proximity.
Cephalon Tylenol?
Locate
I don't know.
and mark for recovery.
Don't worry, I'm getting all the goodies.
I thought about maybe at some point learning how to design my own Cephalon thing. That would be a good looking effect. Talking into it, making it all move around and stuff. That'd be nice. I'd have that on stream. Or as I'm not a VTuber, I'm a
Goodies.
Cephalon. And then that would make it really awkward to play any other game on stream.
Nonsense. It'd be fine probably. I definitely was paying attention to what you were saying.
Don't worry about it. It was
I could probably just zippy zip through this. You need to be dead though.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about too many of the enemies.
Well, it says that scene in Yu Yu where Yusuke and Shu are fighting with their heels on the knives in the dark corners. Oh, that's right. Oh, if you want to be deeply uncomfortable at knife fights, Sajin, there is a scene in Yu Yu Hakusho where two of the characters get into a knife edge death match. Where basically
knife fights are legitimately just ugly things. Like there's just like there's not too much glamour in a knife fight.
Yeah. Well, like the whole premise of the fight was like they were just like basically boxing, but they had to keep their back heel on the edge of a knife.
Oh
And
gosh!
And the
yeah,
first person to
never mind
get cut by the knife, like to like back off, basically, lost.
what kind of heal do you need to have to like not get cut immediately?
Yeah, that's like a there's some important blood that kind of runs around that part of the foot, so it's not.
Since we're on the subject of like injury and gore, I thought I was okay with gore, or like to maybe not like okay with it, but like like maybe a little bit more resistant until I ran my pinky through wood planer.
Yeah.
It's fine, it's still there, but like a lot of it's a good bit of it's gone, and that was last year. And now like I don't know, man. At least like yeah, I don't know, it's just not pretty, not pretty. Gore bad. Don't like getting cut. It's livable, right? Getting cut's fine. But like just, I guess that one wasn't really a cut. That was more like putting your finger through a blender. But, in like one orientation. Anyway. How about you? What are you doing right now?
Stabbing things. Or you're not talking to me.
Use an ability. Good job.
Lum is also a fan of Yu Yu Hakusho. I appreciate that. That's actually true, Lum. You're kind of like a big '90s anime buff, aren't you?
90s anime is probably some of the best.
It was good stuff back then.
I'd love to learn how to use Blender to make that vintage anime style, because I know that's one of the things Blender is used for.
I mean, it like looked good, like, and just like, I mean, especially like sci-fi of like the '90s. Like,
Oh yeah.
they just like they drew robots so good. They had like real good explosions. Like, it was just good stuff back then.
I'm excited about this next Armored Core. I haven't played any of them, but I was watching the teaser
Oh,
trailer.
yeah.
It reminded me of like mech anime, like all the designs and stuff, but just kind of more modernized.
Right. I'm actually I'm definitely interested in that one. See what happens with that.
If they're applying any like modernization or lessons learned through all their other games, then it's probably great. But I do know I'm not expecting it to be anything like a Souls game. I think that's kind of foolish.
Right.
87%. Components viable. Cephalon Ortis. Rendezvous with Tenno at extraction point.
Getting out of here, apparently.
I like Sai.
How many
He's a
tools?
no-nonsense kind of guy.
That's painful, man. Likes 80s and 90s. The 80s is pretty good too. I haven't seen as much 80s. Although I think, what is it?
That's
There was
super
there was one I saw like Tank Police. Tank Police was a great. I think that might have been late 80s
That's-
or early 90s.
That sounds like it's of the era. Tank Police.
It's exactly what it sounds like. It's about a police unit, except they all drive tanks. And
That's-
it's no explanations needed.
Maybe we should fund that. I'd be willing to fund that if the police got anything done.
Are you kidding?
I don't know.
Phoenix does not
Maybe
like man.
I don't know. I'd have no. Only the police that I know personally would be.
Nai-chan! Hi, Nai-chan.
Hello.
Welcome. We're playing Warframe today. Once has ever heard of the app Retro Crush? Very good place to review all the amazing oldies. Actually, I have heard of Retro Crush. I haven't been on Retro Crush for a little bit, but I did go on there to watch. What did I find? I think it was. Oh, I can't remember now. But they had
go to the
Retro
Drydock
Crush
and
is like
go back.
basically Crunchyroll but for oldies. It's great.
Ooh. That does
Right?
sound pretty nice. Yep.
And I think-
go to the Drydock and build the
I think
next
I had a
piece.
Drydock, but-
It may be beneficial just to launch missions from the clan navigation, assuming you have one. I think you should. It's just in a room. Fast travel to
Right.
navigation in the clan.
That could be true.
Yeah, it might be beneficial.
But yeah,
Then,
Retro
wait
Crush
for 2
is great. It's actually free too. I think there's
Oh,
ads
yeah?
if you do free, but otherwise it's like $5 a month or something pretty
Yeah,
cheap. But,
What else on the internet is free and doesn't have ads?
right, that's true.
Our service is completely free and we don't have ads, so you're telling me that you sell my information. But,
It's basically what it is. Yeah.
no.
No, no, of course
We wouldn't do
not.
that.
I think it says Inuyasha, Rurouni Kenshin. Yu Extension, OG Dragon Ball Gundam. I ever haven't had Mega Man NT. Those are all good ones. He hustles Robotech. I just had friends. I hope everyone's doing okay today. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Sajin?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm doing all right.
That's good. Father of the Sea says I like your title. I thought it was pretty funny. The Warframe title for Twitch, the stream title.
Oh, what's the Twitch title?
A rising tide sinks all ships.
Orokin outer
I like that
terminus
title.
positions have fallen to the sentient armada. Our orders: behead the fleet. My crew: Sukin, Crody, Izada. There are none finer. We are family. We will stop
He's
this
remembering.
war in its tracks. We are the Orokin Empire's best hope. We were. There is work to be done. This fuselage requires repair.
He turned white, which was interesting.
He's this remembering.
Fabrication
2 minutes.
and restoration commencing.
1 minute. Yes. What do we want to talk about?
What do we want to talk about?
AC says and things back then were more relaxed on their censorship. Yeah, friggin' 80s and just like anything like pre 2000s in anime, because at that point I don't think anime was basically just censored according to Japanese law, which was pretty loosey goosey. But nowadays a lot of shows will censor themselves based on like international policies, which is just a shame.
Yeah, usually there's like a different version for China or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's like the what was it? The Square Enix has a manga app that they released a year or two ago, and they were basically everyone's just like was mocking it horrendously because it's so incredibly censored that, and it was like lazy censorship too, where they would just like stick like black bars over anything like in the manga they didn't like,
Oh,
and it was like so bad that like there was like literally
Fuselage restoration complete. Propulsion section located. Earth's forests. Beware of hostiles.
nice. Yeah, they would censor like they put black bars over anybody that had like short shorts on, like,
right.
which was just like
That's funny.
so ridiculous. I
Gotta
think
preserve the innocence of the youth.
right.
It's the short shorts. That's the problem.
But it was very silly. Okay, so there's somewhere inside of the dojo where I can do missions from.
Yeah. See if you can fast travel to navigation. There you go. Up that back. Up top.
Oh,
There you
hey.
go.
Okay.
There you go.
Eggs is gonna head out. Imagine make me sleepy. But well, thanks for stopping by, Exodus. I hope you get
Take
filmed
care,
better.
bud.
Like sincerely.
Yeah, it's
Never-
been a while since we've heard from you.
Mango says, remember they did something. They make the quest is a lot quicker now. I don't know if they made it easier per se, but
It is much quicker.
they're not making you wait
probably
for
made
days
the,
between things.
Made the building requirements easier.
Right. They refunded all their build stuff at one point for some reason. Oh, they refunded everything you had to like all the extra stuff you had put in after they reduced it maybe. That's interesting. Just remember when it took hours to make each part of the rail track. I says, oh my, I remember that
Yeah.
manga thing. Yeah, lol, that was wacky. Like I just remember because like I spend a lot of time on Twitter, which is amazing for my mental health. But every now and then there's really funny things that happen on Twitter. Like when
There's
people were
little-
making fun of Square Enix's manga app.
Yeah, there's little that's worse for you than for your brain than spending time on Twitter too much.
Oh man. I mean, actually, like, I mean, there's
Void contamination points to bleed out from railjack catalytic artery. Locate and assess.
like there are some good things with Twitter. Like I met some really cool people through Twitter. Like actually, that's where I met Lum originally.
I remember you talking about this at one point.
Like there's a lot of people I met through Twitter, but also I haven't actually. I kind of got off Twitter for the last few months because it really is like it wears on you. Like no matter how clean you try to keep your timeline, eventually it gets full of just garbo and such. I need to get back on Twitter, or at least. Hey, statue.
I mean, like, I feel like if you're gonna be on Twitter, you need to be on there for a reason. Like, spending time on Twitter, I think is like very rarely beneficial at all.
Right.
And like, that's not to judge anyone who's like, who does.
I mean, it's just like any social media. Like, if you spend too much time on anything, like, it's not good. It's out of balance. Like.
Neutralize all hostiles. Perimeter breached. Clear them out.
I know.
Scanned.
Yeah, no, like, if you're on Twitter for sick business or like promoting yourself, that's cool. I can't think of a way that spending time on Twitter would be enjoyable.
Right. I mean,
It's not something you do for fun, for the most part.
Well, I know, because, like, I mean, I was doing okay on Twitter because I was kind of using it for... I wanted to meet other streamers, and, I mean, Twitter was great for that. Like, as long as I kept it very streamer-focused, the timeline was pretty nice. Like, I just got to interact with, like, other VTubers and other people doing, like, more fun, positive stuff, and... So it was good, but eventually the other things just creep in. It's inevitable. Ocean says, I love reading Redacted. So much fun. Father says, also just white out any text they didn't like. Oh, that's true. They would censor like random like not even like inappropriate things, but like it was just like in the text even. It was silly. It says, I only go on Twitter when the people watch on YouTube haven't posted in a while, just to see if there's clues what happened, like if they're taking a break or something. It's kind of true though, isn't it? Like, if you like, it's like, oh, that channel hasn't posted for like a month. Like, what happened? Are they dead? I hope they're not dead. I guess I remember like one of my favorite YouTube channels, like Let's Plays channels. They did like a final tweet about 4 years ago saying they were going on a break for a couple of months. And they haven't been back since. I'm really sad still.
That does suck.
It's always a shame like when you find like a creator that you really jive with and they suddenly just disappear.
Well, there they go. What's worse is like if they go scorched earth on all their content and like hide everything for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's
A few Warframe creators have done that, and I think I get why. Like sometimes the Warframe community can be rather ravenous, but
right.
yeah, that does suck. About like giving people time to archive it.
Yeah, that's always
It's kind of like, it's like, well, thanks for telling us you hated everything you made.
right. It is like, I mean, I guess I just don't have that mindset of like, because I know, I mean, a lot of my earliest streams are super garbo in comparison.
Yeah, those ones I make sense for how they.
Like,
That's why I hide most things by default.
You know, I've just never, like, there's like some stuff like I've unlisted, but I still like keep them in a playlist, like, so that people like, if they really for some reason want to find it, they like.
Join
I've never
Patreon
deleted
for access
anything.
to my cringe list.
I mean, honestly, I don't like. I've never deleted anything, at least on this. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, YouTube
kinda-
is an archival service, really. I mean, the compression and quality will suffer, but like, I mean, it's there. It's better than nothing.
Right. I think, cause yeah, it's fun to see. Like, I love it when like creators who like leave up their like every video, like we can like go back to somebody's like channel from like 10 years ago, and see how bad they started at, and then like see where they are now. It's like that's such a cool like progression. Like,
Yeah, no, 100%.
I like to think that, assuming I'm alive and still doing this in 10 years, that I can go back to my first couple of streams at that point and be like, wow, I sucked. Now I suck slightly less. Like, maybe. I don't know.
That's a fun way to think about it. I mean, I know I've been putting stuff on YouTube for years, but it's all hidden, right? Exclusive content for one person. Thank you. Don't ask.
Sure.
It goes back to like right after high school, maybe like like 19 when I was 19 or so. So it's been like 4 years.
Okay.
5 years. 23. Smo, don't say that. Smo says, why was I referring to that Smo guy? It's not true, Smo.
No, Smo, I'm being dragged all over the place. I would never do that, probably. No,
Cringe together.
Never says this quest is sad. It says yes,
Simple
and
on
your
size
time can start
story
with
is
a
sad. If you pay attention to what he says. Which I know is a little bit of an ask for you, but you know.
Return to objective.
I know,
Perimeter breach. Clear them out.
I'm working on it.
Scan.
Shush. Forgot I had abilities.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Oops, that was the wrong thing.
I just did 33,000 damage flat. I've very rarely seen 3 zeros in a row in this game. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing other things as well, so my focus seems off.
That's all good.
Farther away.
Says, yeah, on Twitter, sometimes your timeline can start looking pretty toxic.
Scan.
Yeah, it's
We do not have time.
it's kind of inevitable. So I think what starts to happen is like at least like what's happening with me is like I'd followed a bunch of people who seemed like they were like really positive and like just like clean posts and stuff. But then they started having other things in there, and then that started getting on my timeline. And so it's one of those things.
Yeah, it's like I don't think it's very often where people are going on Twitter to like have a good time or like have something nice to say, because like no one really cares that's what has something nice to say. Like
Right.
a lot of it's just like complaining about things you can't help, things that you could complain about, or you could spend time just like maybe not paying attention to, making your life better. I don't know. Twitter. Don't have a great opinion about Twitter. Like, I have a Twitter account. I don't use it. I was thinking of like posting all my art there, but like that takes work, and I don't want to do that right now.
Right, it's fair.
Maybe one day.
I cannot kill
And
these
if
guys
I
fast
start-
enough.
If I get back into it, and like if I have a following at any point in my life, then maybe I'll use it every now and then. But like using Twitter, just like I'd rather just like not do that if I can help it.
Yeah, I get it.
There's a choice. That's the choice I'd make. It's like, what did you learn on Twitter today? Everything is bad and everyone hates everyone.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting like 1% every like 10 minutes because these guys are coming in so fast.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a ride. Make sure you keep an eye for any sentient type enemies.
Scan cannot continue.
I know. I'm working on it.
I know my partner had a really hard time with this. When they had to do it. I had to help, I think. Either that or they had to struggle for a long time.
Getting real close to this. Well, says, I used to write fanfic, and even though I don't like cringe at my older stuff, I'll leave it because someone else may enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my thought anyways, like, if nothing else, I like having the old content there to, it's there. Like, I actually have...
in your personal life.
Right. Like, I have an old YouTube channel that was from, like, 2016, 2017. And it's still out there. It's in the void for people to find, I suppose. And weirdly enough, I still get an occasional subscriber over there. I haven't posted in years.
Yeah, no. The thing I get is like someone subscribes to me, like how you have not seen anything I've posted. Like I have one video that's visible, and it's a fight that I did with Margit. It was clean and it was good from Elden Ring.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I have public. least I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I mean, some people seem to have a way of like finding unlisted stuff. It's kind of interesting, but it is technically there if you know what to search for, I suppose.
I haven't found it yet because I can see the YouTube app. It's like, hey, how's retention? How many minutes have been watched?
Sorry, Lom, I just saw your sweet response. I appreciate that. Because Lom was like, why was it? Or Smo said like, why was ever friends with that Smo guy? And then
Said
Lom
no one ever.
said no one ever. So which is accurate.
That's right, Smo. That's right.
You're too nice for your own good.
Can't handle the truth. Like, maybe you're not that bad.
There it is, 100%.
Inconceivable, I know.
Get on it. Orgone accumulator. Blown. Etheric condenser. Vaporized. Viable.
Unless I have enough anxiety without browsing social media. Honestly, though,
Yeah, that's really the only thing. Social media is really.
Phoenix
good at
also
it.
agrees.
Social media, was it a mistake? Probably not, but is it great? I wouldn't say so.
Yeah. Yeah, you got an
The
iTunes.
benefits it offers are good, but like the impact it's having is kind of outweighing any good it does, at least in my opinion. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh about it, which is fair. I could be.
No. It allows things to spread more quickly, which is good and also not good sometimes.
Yeah, it depends on what spreads. Because I know some things certainly would be better just not being known or even talked about. And even some of those things aren't true,
Right.
which is horrifying to me. I hate the idea of like just false information about someone personally with the intent to do damage. Because like, how do you control that? You can't.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's so many times on social media where that basically happens, where like somebody like makes up a complete wholesale, like whole cloth lie, and it spreads around that other
Yeah,
person's
it
life
is
gets ruined.
for the express purpose of doing damage, which
Yeah.
is like, and like, I don't know, you don't really meet people in the real world who do that. It seems like almost exclusively they're online.
Right. I guess it's that anonymity that people think they can get away with it. I mean, I can think of like a
What
couple
was
of
it that George Carlin
YouTubers.
said? It's like, that was another comedian or someone was like, I forget who was like, the internet has made people far too comfortable with being jackasses because like they don't know what it's like to get a punch to the face or something like that, which is
Kinda.
completely. I forget. That wasn't the exact quote, but it was something to that effect.
It sounds like George Carlin, yeah. I mean, yeah, 'cause I can think of a couple of YouTubers, like, yeah, I can think of a couple of times where, like, you know, YouTubers I really liked basically got torn down over, like,
Yeah.
false accusations.
And like,
luckily, they-
here's the thing though, like sometimes like they're not even false, but like they're blown out of proportion, or like the opinion of like it turns out sometimes people do some pretty crappy stuff.
Sure.
Everyone does. Everyone has. Everything has like things that like they would rather people just not know
Right.
because like they want to move past it. Everyone else wants to move past it. But like if that ever gets found or if it's online, like guess what? It's gonna get like you're like if it's found and you like have any notoriety, you're essentially done unless like whoever finds it has goodwill. But if chances are if they're looking for it, they don't.
No, yeah.
And like any like minor thing is like, okay, no, that's kind of creepy. You know, that like, yeah, absolutely creepy. You know, I should have just like not done that. It's like, turns out you were 15 or it doesn't matter really. It's like you were young or stupid or even like you
Right.
just did something wrong. And
Yeah, I mean-
sometimes it doesn't really matter.
It is one of those things where it's like, I think about there was a, I can't remember the specifics of it. I think she's like an Instagram influencer, and she was like pretty popular. She had like 100,000 something followers. Like somebody managed to dig up a tweet that she had posted like, I don't know, something like 7 years before, and it was like kind of a racist joke, but like it had been from like 7
Lord
years
forbid.
ago, and it was like. And, like, she had clearly, like, you know, changed and had never done anything like that ever again. It was just, like, that one thing.
It was Jenna Marbles, wasn't it?
It might have been, actually. I can't...
It
Well,
might have
maybe that was
I mean,
someone else as well,
she hasn't
but...
come back.
Yeah.
I never really watched her, but I knew she was prolific and like super positive.
Yeah, Jenna Marbles was
I don't know.
great. I never actually heard the details like why she went out, but maybe I'm getting them all mixed up.
It was a stupid controversy of that sort, I believe.
That's a shame. But
Yeah,
Phoenix
I don't
says the
know.
keyboard warriors. Exactly.
Like so much of our lives are now archived online, and like even like people you know who like I'm scared of this personally. Like some people I know just don't have a good opinion of me anymore because like either things that they went and did or like some of it is completely unwarranted, and some of it is like yeah I shouldn't have done that to you. But like I don't know. Like if you ever like fear that it's like I don't want to get internet famous or like successful because like someone out there will have a vendetta against me and think it's a good idea to tear me down.
Right.
And like I will know the truth of it and also like the falsehoods of it, and like doesn't really matter though, because like you take a
Right.
blow like that, it's permanent. At least unless like there are some people who know exactly how to handle it,
Mm-hmm.
and those people are worth studying. But for the most part, it's like yeah, what do you do?
Yeah, it's pretty sucky.
Void engines.
Anyway,
Void.
let's not talk about that.
Zada dances
Let's talk about something more
through
pleasant.
forward lines.
What's he saying?
Yeah, he's
Cody identifies and
talking about his
prioritizes
previous crew, I
targets.
guess.
Sukin's turrets track and terminate. Our reputation is earned. Our objective, a Turaga-class worm ship. Zada plots an arc. We accelerate.
We need to get more. Let's see what it says.
Ancient history.
Biotic.
Have no needs.
Not that much more chaotic though, really.
Require that
Who wants to do some excavation?
Anyone want to?
Sentients continue to rebuild
they
themselves.
Smell if you cancel me.
Our recovery operations
I forgive you.
must continue.
I know,
I don't-
Cephalon. We're doing stuff. Smo says I'm gonna cancel both of you. I hope
Yeah.
you do, Smo. You got all the
If it's
dirt you
you, it's
need on
okay.
me. Smo's been doing
you,
a
it's
really good
okay.
job of actually carefully clipping every time I say something stupid. And I both
Oh, yeah?
appreciate and dislike it a lot.
He's clipping them and he's putting them somewhere else just in
Just-
case.
Because sometime there's going to be like a mega compilation of like super out of context things I've said.
I
And
mean,
I'm
I've,
just-
I've threatened the same thing. I don't remember what they were though, so you're safe.
I've already forgotten. Good.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Perfect.
could easily remember, but you know, because nothing you say is actually incriminating.
Right, of course not. I could not possibly be judged by a jury of my peers. We need. Where do we get cryotic? I guess-
Excavation.
And I guess who wants
Excavation
to
missions.
play with if anyone wants to.
I am ready. I am able.
Ready and able. So go get her. This is
here.
perhaps like vacuum brands. Look, Lala.
What about vacuum brands? I missed the joke.
That clip that Smo made a few days ago,
Oh my gosh.
where I said I suck
Yeah,
better
no,
than
I
a
watched that after
Dyson.
we were done because like while we were watching, I couldn't really hear it. But how did you think? Why did you say that?
Because it was true. I was like,
What in your? Okay, that does not help you at all. Right
well,
now.
it's a joke from like my 10th grade science teacher. She used to say like there's only two things that suck, Hoovers and the Chicago Cubs. Like that used to really make me laugh. Tia Hell can help.
I forget what they're. Yep, they're.
Although the
there they are.
Cubs actually did go on to win a game, I think, the World Champs. I guess that's not true anymore. But
I don't really know about sports, but shows how much you knew.
in 2010, it was very funny because they hadn't won in like 50 years, I think.
What a win! Like 50 losses and like one win. What a joyous moment that would be.
Well, no, like they hadn't been to like the World Series in like 50 years,
Oh.
and they
okay.
finally won a World Series. I think like in 2017, maybe I can't remember. I don't watch baseball that closely.
Yeah.
But yeah, they finally broke the curse that people
what
thought they
sport
had.
they like what sport they played. I'd be like, I don't know, soccer. Football, I guess. I don't know.
Mango can join after this particular mission. Also, I think the Cubs made some huge comeback. I used to know some people who were big into baseball. Yeah, it was a big deal because the Cubs
We
had
don't need
basically
much.
been.
I think you need like maybe 100, 200 is fine. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so I guess if anybody else wants to join others, we probably can go ahead and get started. I think Mango mentioned they could join after this like they're in the middle of something right now, but. So yes.
Yeah, I mean, if we start now, they'll probably be done by the time they're available. So we should probably just keep going. I think we only need 200 for you. It should be okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, so just two.
I don't think it's like 100 even. Like I've already got
200
bits, but
just to be safe.
sure.
To be safe.
But yeah, this grinding mission brought to you by Factor 75.
I'll go back to my original point of, hey, do you want to be as fit and as nimble as a Warframe? Eat Factor 75 with 60% off code.
Yeah. And actually, I don't know. I finally got my Factor 75 box today, just in time for the sponsorship to end. But I'm really on ball for that one. I have all in blades.
Don't review it now, because maybe the sponsors don't want that, but I'd like a review in private. Or,
I mean,
like, I don't know.
Well, no, honestly, I enjoyed it. Like it is basically, it's exactly as advertising. It's pre-made.
Pre-made good meals.
Pre-made meals. They're kind of like without comparing them to a specific brand, their thing they're kind of going for is they're kind of like a. It's like a healthy meal, right? Like they're carefully portioned.
Meal
Like
prep. Pre-made
like
meal prep.
like I said, I think the one that I did, it was the jalapeno popper burger, which was quite tasty. It was keto, so it didn't come with bread. But this one came with that California, like what was it?
California baked bread.
Not California. It was cauliflower rice.
Oh,
It was really tasty. But it was 600 calories, which meant like the portion of it was like it wasn't like a huge thing. But like I was filled up. It's kind of like doing like the. It's not like a big meal. But like it's kind of like if you're trying to eat healthy, like they're like healthy meals. It's like a good portion. It's like veggies and meat and like protein or whatever. Like 'cause they have like vegetarian stuff too.
Macronutrient.
Like I don't know. It was good. Like there's the option you can either microwave it or oven it. Oven was like 7 minutes. Microwave was 2 minutes. So I microwaved it because I'm lazy. But it was tasty.
Yield some pretty good results.
I have 9 other meals that I'll eventually eat through, but obviously the sponsorship will. I should have like ordered it at the beginning, so I really could have like given better insights into what it was like.
Yeah, you know what, Grayson, you should have done that.
I really
That would have been smart.
I really dropped the ball on that. I feel bad about that. I haven't had a sponsor before. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot.
Next time.
But,
Next
yeah.
time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good stuff. And you can use my code for 60% off your first box. That averages out to $4 a meal.
Smash like. Hit the bell.
Also available.
I saw you write that out on the community post. I felt good about that.
Yeah, I thought it was
You
funny.
said the thing.
Yeah,
You did it.
I did the thing. I did the YouTuber thing. And I did actually, like, I guess for those who didn't see the specific post, I was basically just saying thanks to everybody for putting up with me and my sponsorship things I've been doing this month.
You really didn't do anything, dude. Like, as far as like, I guess handling a sponsorship, I think you did like the minimum, which is like nothing.
So
Just
lazy.
about.
But
And like the times you have talked about it, it was like nothing. It was nothing less than just pleasant. Like you didn't like, you know, you don't have like an ad read. You didn't like repeat anything verbatim. You were completely just like delivered it just fine. Like it was the most non-offensive ad that could have been.
Your hard work
I mean, that's the one thing I was like really worried. Is like I don't want to be bothering people. Like I feel like, and that's the big thing. Was like with Factor 75 was like they were totally chill about like there was no specific ad read. They had like a whole list of things like they recommended I mention, you know, as far as like the specifics of what it is and all that. But there's like nothing was like read this script and do this thing, or like has to take exactly 5 minutes every 30 minutes of your stream or something like.
We talked about it at one point, but like how like Internet Historian does it.
Oh yeah.
The more effort you put into an ad to make it like more entertaining and like more tolerable, the better. But like also the more effort you put in, the more effort you're literally putting into an ad. But,
An artifact
I've said it before. Like to be a creator is to play the game, and to play the game is to read the ads. And, like we all know it. Everyone knows it. Everyone needs to make a buck. I think it's completely tolerable. It's like not criminal to
The
read it out at all.
excavator has run out of
The
power.
fact that you're worried about it
Find
is
a
telling.
cell.
Says a lot about you, which is great.
No. Yeah, 'cause I never want to be something where like, because like some creators you can really tell they're just reading the script. They don't care about the product at all. Or like they.
Raid Shadow Legends!
Yeah, exactly. It's.
I love the graphics and this is my favorite character. It's like, yeah, I bet it is, man.
Yeah.
Nothing against you for saying so, but you know.
Which is
Alright,
still funny. Is like,
chaotic.
I mean, of course that
Dude, we're
offer
outta here,
came
dude.
in.
We left.
Uh
We went to extraction.
oh. Oh wait, what?
Yeah, no, we extracted. You're on your own.
Wait, what?
You're going the wrong way.
Where the heck are you?
We left. We are gone. We extracted it.
Why didn't you say something?
Because I thought you knew.
You said nothing to me. I was defending a thing.
Did you read the dig's completed number?
No.
100 cryotic per dig.
Actually, I've been trying to find the way out for a while. And I haven't. Oh, there's.
We need another power cell for the excavator.
Yeah, Phoenix, you're right. That one stream, Smo's been on it, has been on the sponsor grind every % of the time.
Yes.
Every
Smo,
percent.
Smo, huge sellout. I'm kidding.
And you know what? That's a good thing.
No, it's
Because you got 5 cells because of it.
That's true. I mean, it's kind of. I don't know.
Excavator destroyed.
And that was like the other thing is like, because like with
And also, it's just funny.
it was funny. But I think like Factor 75's whole thing is like, you know, like there's like no specific things. It's just like, just read the things and like that'll be the sponsorship. And
Here's what we are. Here's what we do. Say so.
I guess like probably in a couple of days I'll find out if they're actually happy with this or not. Like,
Well, I mean,
I assume I
Yeah,
won't get
five
an angry.
cells.
I won't get an angry letter, hopefully.
it's like, I thought you'd sell all of them. What's wrong with you? It's
I mean,
not popular, sir.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a lot of money. It's not cheap. I mean, it's not nothing.
Smo says 6 out of 10. But yeah,
Yeah, well, why don't you do it,
guys-
Smo?
you guys abandoned me.
Why
What
don't you get in here and do it? You won't.
happened here?
All right. Go to the
Re-invite you
dry
all.
dock. We don't need to.
Oh,
You can
fine.
continue the mission.
Fine. I
Fine. Didn't want it
Navigation.
anyway. It's just doing it out of courtesy anyway.
go to my. I'll get my own railjack built, hookers and blackjack.
I've been doing Railjack a little bit with Skittle and today with Phoenix. Got some good stuff. It's not hard to get some good stuff for your Railjack.
Yeah,
I
Phoenix just
really
mentioned the
wish we
thing
could
with
do more
Smo. Smo did the best.
He did do the best.
I'm gonna
And he
hire.
wasn't even. He didn't even like speak it. He didn't even say it.
Right. I'm definitely
He just,
gonna.
like, put it in chat for us to read and like just fall apart at.
Right, Smo, can I hire you to be my ad man in the future? Can you just? Can you read all my ads for me?
Yeah, you'll actually get to be like, we'll be back, but first a word from our sponsor. Fade to black.
Smo
Smo
fades
comes
in, like the
Hey,
final
guess
boss.
what? Gray values his courtesy too much, so I'm here to do what he couldn't.
Well, it's like one of my favorite. There's a YouTuber I've been watching a lot of lately, called Finzar, and he does like Photoshop and like video editing
Wait,
tutorials.
hold on. I was watching this video the other day.
Oh really?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, he makes like great tutorial videos.
Yes. Did you just start watching him? Because I think I just started watching him.
I've been watching him for like maybe like a week or two, just like trying to learn how to use.
Did we subscribe on the same day? I wonder.
Could be.
'Cause I think I subscribed to him a week ago.
But I was just gonna say because like his ad reads are the best because it's literally like apparently like I need to watch more of his, but apparently it has like a whole, he calls it the Finverse, where it's
They
like
were,
all these different like
they were a
dimensional
little
versions of
try-hard.
Finzar.
They were a little try hard, but they were
Like,
fun.
they're funny
They
though,
weren't
like
boring though. Like they weren't boring, which is like what
The-
they're supposed to be.
yeah, because the whole gag is like every time like he's about to read an ad, like salesman Finn comes in and he's like wearing a suit. And he's like, "You're a terrible salesman. This is my job." And then he reads
Yeah,
the
I
ad
think-
instead.
Yeah, I think
Very
we watched the
silly.
same exact video. We watched the same exact video.
Probably because I'm trying to learn how to edit sweet video, like gaming videos. But anyway.
Maybe that's one of the things I like. offers like packs or stuff, I might want to try doing that, making digital assets. Cryptic.
That's not a bad idea.
Cryptic
Oh.
came around.
Oh.
In the chat.
Thanks, Cryptic. I hope college do good for you. We're just
Yeah.
we're doing stuff, and I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, take care of yourself, man.
Fabrication and restoration commencing.
Yeah, thanks for popping in though. I appreciate it.
I like
It's
how
good to see you.
could've started that like 2 minutes ago when you only started it just now.
We could have, busy busy reading ads.
You walked up to the console and like looked at it for like 30, like at least 10 seconds, and you just like turned around and walked away.
Well, like I forgot that I actually had to wait for something to build anyway, because I was waiting for you to finish talking. So I was like, oh yeah, there's gonna be like another cutscene again, but I forgot I have to wait.
Just a reminder: you building things doesn't interrupt me.
Are you sure?
100%.
Okay.
And also, I'm used to being interrupted
Fair.
all my life. Completely fine with it.
Project says once the recon rolls around, we'll be able to watch the streams more and maybe play some Warframe if you want to have a good night. Sounds good.
We'd love
yeah,
that.
we'll do more Warframe on. Right, actually, that reminds me. There's going to be schedule changes to streams in the near future.
Oh yeah.
Propulsion restoration.
Gonna do the weekend thing.
There's a cliffhanger
Void
though.
breach
Watch out.
residue identified on Lua. Probable nacelle location. Recover if viable.
Fair enough. I guess
One
we're gonna
more.
recover something that's viable. But yeah, so stream schedule changes. No more streams.
You mentioned about, at least at one point, maybe moving to the weekends and doing longer streams. Is that kind of what you're thinking?
Sure. Probably.
I mean,
but no, yeah,
your
basically,
schedule
yeah.
changes are yours.
Yeah, my idea is that, like, probably because I play Final Fantasy and Warframe, those are, like, my only 2 games I play, I probably should have more variety. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Those are, if you're playing Final Fantasy and Warframe, those are like the 2 games you can play without room for much else.
That's
not true.
I
That's not
really...
true. You honestly, taking a break from Warframe won't kill you. If
Warframe,
anything, it gets you better login rewards. And also, yeah, that's true.
where am I going? Navigation.
If you're gonna do longer streams, you may be able to like stop halfway through and be like, okay, we played Warframe. Let's try this other game and see how we feel about it. And maybe, that is if it's longer though, because like you need like at least an hour on one or the other.
What do you want me to...
That is
There
the
was-
event. One more over. There it is.
There it is. I'm going there apparently. Port and Assam. He says building the back then was such a pain. Unless you keep threatening that, Gray. It says though even right now I think the schedule you have on YT is wrong already. What? Oh yeah, I haven't. That's been like on my to-do list. My banner is super out of date.
Oh
Like I haven't changed my banner since I first started streaming. So I was streaming 3 days a week and it's just Final Fantasy.
See, that's why you don't get any subscribers, because they come by and like, this guy isn't right.
Locate.
Yeah.
He's not streaming today.
Right. Not
I'm
gonna
not
subscribe.
subscribing to this guy.
Right. Can't even make a banner. I'm a nerd.
It sounds like a South Park character, and I don't even watch South Park.
I love South Park so much. Actually, I haven't actually watched South Park in a while, but that was a favorite show of mine for a while. But
I'm sure just like every show, it had a good few seasons and a couple weird ones. If it's still
Right.
going, I don't know if it is.
oh,
If
it's
is,
still
then
going, but
probably-
like it's
Oh.
they started doing things where like every season there's like some like big shift, like some big thing will change for like the whole season, and they'll like do like some other big different thing, and like it's still fun. It's just it changes not. I mean, it's just probably good.
You change bad, change
When-
gross, and then in like a year or two, like guys, remember that season? It was the best out of all of them.
I mean,
And then same thing happens. Like, ew, change gross, bad, don't like.
kind of is. I mean,
Then next one over. And
I
it's
mean,
like, "Oh,
once you
man,
get to like
this is
season
great."
27 of a show, you got to start mixing things up a little.
Simpsons.
Yeah, if only they would mix things up. But
Maybe they should just stop.
also, I've never watched South Park. I've played both games. Oh, that's right, they had some games. Forgot about that. Actually, I've watched Let's Plays of them because I don't think I'll definitely never stream those games. Those are not.
Side nacelle. Soon better
Like they specifically made those games to be like unstream friendly, but
interference.
I guess some people still played them anyway. But
Well,
anyway.
give me just a second. I'll be right back.
Yep, no problem.
Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this.
Lum says I'm gonna head to bed. Good night, everyone. Oh, good night, Lum. Thanks for coming by. Good chatting with you. And I'm excited for our collab stream on Saturday. I think it'll be fun. We're gonna be. I'm dying. We're gonna be playing Fall Guys and Plate Up, and we're gonna find out what that's like. This is a really awkward place to.
Interference drones detected.
Lum says, "Yeah, I'm super excited."
Interrupted.
Yeah, we'll see you later, Lum. Have good sleeps though. See you on Saturday, I guess at least. So. He says the one on N64 is. There was a South Park game on N64, really? I don't remember that. We're trying to.
Drones down. Back to it. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it. Scan interrupted.
I know it's been interrupted. Phoenix says, "Yep, that's I'll have to look that up because South Park on N64 is a fascinating concept to me. Especially since Nintendo tries so hard to keep a mostly family-friendly kind of situation on the consoles.
Interference drones.
I am returned.
We have work to do.
Yeah, that Sajin is just the worst. I'm so glad he's out of here.
I knew it. I knew it. Can't believe it. I trusted you, Grayson. I thought we were friends. Can't believe it. Anyway, any new developments, or did you just go totally radio silent?
I'm just exploding so many things. And apparently South Park had a game on the N64. Phoenix wouldn't lie to me, so I'm going to trust that it's true.
That is, yeah, no, Phoenix wouldn't. If it was anyone else, I'd be like, I'd have to think about it for a second. I don't think.
Right, like Smo, like super definitely a liar.
No. I mean, if Snow were lying, he would make sure it sounded like it.
Surprise them with something new.
Maybe. I can't say who else because I don't want to. I guess you know who you are. You individual. It's not true.
There's a lot of hostiles around here.
Ooh, 10%.
Again, baffled by interference drones. Destroy them.
Destroy them. That is so cool.
It's definitely what a heroic character would say.
He's a no-nonsense kind of guy.
Return to objective.
I don't boss me around. I'll return whatever objective
So
I
I will
like.
boss you around and you will thank him for it. Alright, just a sec. One.
Viable. Tagging for retrieval.
There we go.
Extract.
He says, me and my bro and our parents played PvP all the time. There's apparently a South Park Chef's Love Shack. What a name. Oh, right, because Chef used to be on the show. I forgot about that. Stop shooting me, I'm busy. And he says, I think that's what it was called. That's interesting. What a strange concept. Hey, look at all this good stuff we got. Also, I just googled South Park games. That's actually really interesting. 'Cause I was always under the impression that the Stick of Truth was like the first South Park video game. But I've been proven wrong. Not that I ever tried super hard to know if that was true or not, so... Oops.
I'm back again. Sorry about that.
Oh, you were gone? I just thought you were being really quiet.
No, I just...
Dang it, I set you up for such a good joke and you let me down, that's why.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
Oh. Wait, hold on, Nat. Yeah, you don't tell good jokes, that's right.
Yeah, it was a very serious stream. We're building spaceships and killing monsters.
Launch a data gathering lab around the worm ship. Sukin targets exposed launch orifices. Power redirects to the Tunguska capacitor. With a pull of the trigger, we will end this. The moment arrives. The moment arrives. Shadow,
Sure thing.
my precepts. I am not
Precepts.
a viable command cephalon. I will continue my search. Continue repairs.
Sure thing,
This
Si.
will take some time.
You're right, it's gonna take a whole minute. Man, can you imagine playing this game and having to wait for days on end for stuff?
Completely unimaginable.
It'd be terrible. I'd probably quit that game on the spot.
I know. It wouldn't even be worth playing. Literally unplayable.
Yeah. See, Lala understands that this is a no fun zone. Like, if you even chortle, even a singular guffaw, you're out. You have to. You're required to leave the stream.
No! Don't take me away! No! I didn't mean to laugh! I'm sorry!
Yeah. See, they'll find you.
Method acting.
I fell.
I don't know.
I didn't. Man, it's like you were really being dragged against your will. Incredible.
Guys, did you hear that? Gray's goons came to my house and dragged me away.
Oh,
His goons!
man. Oh, I am here.
Inside nacelle restored. She is coming together. Next site, Venus.
I don't know how many of these you have to do. I don't think it's... I thought it was maybe 5 at the most. I thought it was 3 originally.
The hell looks like you
rule of thirds
thought
or not.
wrong.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first... Actually, no, it would be the very first time. And only time, really.
Yeah, I'm surprised you've never been wrong, even a once. But...
Yes.
So wait, I've been in and out of the
forgive me.
conversation. Are you telling us that I would lie? Oh, Smo hasn't been paying close attention. This is our chance.
You know what I hate about Smo?
Yeah.
Just like how cool he is, and like even though he struggles, he's nice and kind and gives room for himself. And he's a good friend, and I hate Smo. I hate him so much. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, it's just how dare he be so handsome? Like,
Literally, just like intolerable behavior.
ridiculous. So sharing and happy to help with things. Ouch.
Oh, you bastard! Sorry.
I hate that he's
Oh my
always on
God.
time with the Factor 75 ending. Yeah. And brought to you by Factor 75.
Factor 75, baby! Oh, man.
Get your box today, 60%
Oh,
off.
my abs hurt. Damn.
But what's funny is I can actually be like, oh, today only, this is your only chance, Factor
This is
75.
the last chance. Now, Grayson, now is your time to just go full sail. Just, like, let it go.
Yeah. Just like ignore the
Just-
game. We'll just talk about another Factor 75.
Steinach's favorite meal from Factor 75 is the cauliflower rice. Only from Factor 75.
Yeah. I found a secret place apparently. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here.
Dojo. Oh, you got Laura in the dojo. And also constant.
I knew it was worth coming in here.
Yeah, Lala, absolutely. Factor 75, the number of times per stream it must be called out.
I mean,
At least
that,
every 2 minutes or so.
that really could be true. Like, I've actually scoured their website. I have no idea why it's called Factor 75. Not a clue. Like,
It's the number of people they killed to get the company going.
yeah. That's how many people it requires to make the Soylent Green.
A truly dystopian meal.
And he wants to know how close are we to kicking large-scale space butt.
Fairly close.
How large is this butt we're going to be kicking?
Galactic,
Oh.
I think.
Are you saying we're going to be kicking galactic butt?
We're gonna call the Avengers and deal with this galactic threat.
That sounds accurate. I'm
Hey,
gonna go kill a thing first. You're hiding in there? You a-hole.
Back to work. Let us get this
Don't.
over with.
Oh, is it... Oh, is that... I'm still not sure how to pronounce your name correctly. I'm really sorry. Zhao Lion, too? Says, hey. Hey, Zhao.
Hey,
Good to see you.
good morning.
Good morning to you, good sir.
You made it.
I hope you rested before
honestly thought
coming.
about adding you on Discord just to tell you, to make sure you didn't miss it, but you made it.
Oh, that reminds me. I still need to set up a dadgum notification system. That's on the to-do list.
Yeah, YouTube notifications aren't good enough.
It really is questionable.
I love that sound effect.
It's a good one. Thanks for the timing.
Impeccable.
It has developed immunity to attacks. Try something different.
Yeah, I don't think it's immune.
Turn to objective.
Immunity? I mean, sure, you could be immune to something, but if you're at 99% death, I don't know, a sneeze might just take you out.
Yeah.
Not immune to the sneeze damage.
Al says it just looks like it's factor underscore on all the promo stuff. Maybe this is the 75th promotion, 75th venue. Who knows? Like, your guess is as good as
I
mine.
don't know why you'd put it in the fact. I don't know why you'd put it in the sponsor material, but who knows? Wait, so hold on. If that means Smo's next, it would be Factor 76.
Oh no!
Oh wait, no, hold
Victory's
on.
is kicking
Sorry, I missed it. It's not 76. You need to wait three. You need to wait 4 more, and then it'll be Factor 79.
Right, we're almost there. We're almost at the final form.
Sorry, Smo, forgot your number. I know that's like the most personal part of you.
Right.
I don't expect forgiveness soon.
Yeah. I mean, it does reference to. I think he's like 79 years old or something.
I believe it.
He's actually probably the 79th Smo.
I
It's
mean,
kind of like
he
Blink
doesn't sound
182.
like it because when you have just a head, you age slower because proportionally there isn't as much age to go around.
I mean, Futurama was true this fact. Let's be real.
Yeah. You're dead to me. Spell it right. Okay, no, you spelled it right. Good job. If you're gonna say you're dead to me, you gotta spell it right. Otherwise, it's like,
Oh,
hey,
scans
you're,
blocked. That's
as
what's
in
wrong.
possessive,
Jeez.
as in you are, apostrophe. And you're right, Lolly. He could make factor. He could make Fallout. Did they fix 76? I know it
Supposedly
did
it's
not
good now.
release good. Is it?
I
Someone tell
supposedly-
me, is it?
I think Smo
I'm
likes
not
it
interested
actually.
in the game, but like, I just want to know if they fixed it.
I mean, it's got Mothman. How bad could it be?
That's true. Mothman adds at least 2 letter grades.
Right.
I mean, 2 letter grades is quite a bit.
Thumbs down.
It's true.
Back to it.
Love you, Smo. Don't hate me.
Oh, Al was taking a nap, so you kind of missed the first little bit. Hand sanitizer man says, eating the hearts of children to boost natural testosterone by 15%. I
Oh,
mean,
well, guess I know where I gotta go. Time to go to the orphanage.
I'm sure hand sanitizer thought they were making a joke, but actually, drinking blood does increase your testosterone. So that would probably work. Probably more than 15%, honestly.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of that is mental. Just the idea of just like, oh, so metal.
Well, I mean, that's like
Drinking blood.
the whole concept of like you know, consuming your enemy's flesh to gain their strength was not. I mean, it's not really how that worked, but it did kind of work more than it should have.
I mean, if we went back into the past and saw someone who did it and asked them why they did it, or like told them that doesn't work, they'd say, "Prove it."
Right.
Prove to me it doesn't work.
Right.
Not multiplayer. Xylon, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're doing single player quests right now.
That is a great question, Lala. Boy, Gray, you should read that.
Huh?
You wouldn't get in trouble at all.
Lala says if drinking blood increases testosterone, is that why female lose blood all the time? That probably is true. That
The source
sounds.
is it's the source. No, don't make that.
I'll
Don't
go.
make that joke, Sajin.
I'll
Don't
go
make that
ahead.
joke.
I'll go ahead and say it's verified fact. Why not? Got plenty of questionable things that are quoted by me.
Don't make the joke, Sajin. I need to physically restrict. Tell your
Careful.
goons to come get me.
And Senator Azerman says, I shot up an orphanage, I really didn't, but I wish I could. I mean, it'd be good for orphans to get access to the vaccine, so I guess giving them more shots would be good, honestly. I'd really appreciate if you happen to, if you'd support that more.
I'm not seeing them in the YouTube chat. I wonder if that's a problem.
Oh, he's probably a spam bot then. YouTube's auto moderation basically is
Hear that,
gotten
hand
even better.
sanitizer? You sound like a bot.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's probably because you're saying questionable
Lala.
things. Like,
Lala, no, you're not a bad influence on me. I would have made that joke if I wasn't on Grayson's stream.
actually, I'm curious, is Hand Sanitizer Man showing up on the on-screen stream? Or is he only in my...
I don't know.
I think he is showing up on stream, but he must be he's getting
years old after all.
he's getting auto blocked on the whatever. But
Smoke coming in with the.
it says losing
So good.
blood replenish your testosterone is factor 75. Now it's extra fortified blood nutrients.
Honestly,
There's also vegan
Probably.
nutrients if you're not a blood consumer.
I mean, good iron. Good iron.
I will say
Testosterone content. You just teleported to the same room. Do you wanna go to the dry dock?
cool.
Synthetic blood. That seems more dystopian.
That's probably fine. I will I mean honestly like I'm kind of excited because they have like vegetarian and vegan stuff, and I got some 3-bean
try
vegan
some of
chili. I'm super excited about it. Also some vegan masala.
Preserve
Hey, Senna.
the crew. Tunguska capacitor charged. Sukin pulls the trigger. Nothing happens. Zada reports engines offline. Shields offline. Weapons offline. Personal lights flash on as the first
Why contributes all, by the way.
hit. I watch as Sukin, along with his gunnery chair, is sucked into the infinite.
Oh.
I watch as the port nacelle detonates.
Oh.
We are spinning. Zada calls for assistance. I am silent. Proteus attempts to save our engines proves fatal. I watch as he is engulfed in flame. Zada is alone at the helm. She beholds the distant flash of torpedo tubes. She says my name. The viewplate blossoms. She ceases to exist.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
Kind of sad.
That's really unfortunate.
Actually,
Like,
kind of legitimately sad.
yeah, he's just remembering how he lost his whole crew. It's really...
Commencing
really good,
restoration.
writing.
You will be contacted upon
Oh, hey, Senna. Senna says Rising Tide. Yeah. I look so depressed. He is.
Lala, you better come play again.
R.I.P. Red Side.
If you enjoy it. I mean, don't play if you don't enjoy it. But it'd be awesome to have you back.
Hand sanitizer wishes. Oh, you want to get like squirt guns for him. Squirt guns are great. I freaking love. Like, what's the? It's not Nerf. Nerf is like
Superior weapon.
Nerf is like the dart guns. Like, what's a? There's like a.
Consider the power of the spray bottle. Okay, like someone could be armed in your home, like just robbing you, and you come out with a squirt gun and you squirt them. They're going to flinch. It does not
Sure.
matter who they
What?
are. They're going to flinch and cower in fear for at least a second, which is just enough for you to like close the gap and have a chance of disarming them.
Well, I mean, I fill my squirt gun with Tabasco sauce that once by my bed. That really stops him for a second. Trust me.
I don't know. Like it might take a second to kick in, but like if they shoot you, they're gonna regret it soon after. What is
Yeah.
this?
Starboard
Yeah.
reset
What is this?
reinforced. Soon, cognitive
Super
boundaries
Soaker, thank you, Yoshi.
will self-assemble.
Oh, new PC.
She will live, but not yet. Transferring tail section data to your orbiter.
Useless and Phoenix Fire on the same wavelength. And
Yeah, you
is
guys
that why
are-
you haven't played Lala? New PC up and running?
Oh, that's right. Lala's been, her husband's been like building a new computer and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nifty. So I think this is probably going to be the last segment, because that said it was the tail piece. And it sounds like the final thing.
It does. We might need to go take it up for a test drive. If we have
Might
time,
have time.
if it lets you. If it lets you. Oh no, there is one more.
Phoenix says this cloud is trying to pee on me. That's not good, Phoenix. Gotta stand up for yourself. Show that cloud who's boss.
What? What does that mean?
It's really funny, to me at least, because on the Final Fantasy streams, there's a guy named Cloud who comes by a lot. So I like to think it's that Cloud, but it's probably not.
Why not? You know, why not? I didn't see that on the YouTube chat,
Tail
but
section nearby.
That might be another one that got auto-blocked because of the word P. I'm not sure.
For retrieval.
I got a
no urine
notification.
on YouTube.
Well,
no
I literally,
urine on YouTube chat.
I mean, I got a notification right before the stream started that YouTube's like, "Hey, we have a new auto moderator." They were beta testing basically, and so I'm kind of curious. They said they might be just more on point with blocking stuff because of all the lewd bots that have been coming through lately.
Yeah.
Because that was getting pretty bad for a while there.
It's gonna get funny watching the people rewrite those bots to be clearly suggestive bots, but like be TOS.
Right, like trying
It's
really
like,
hard
hey,
at least.
You know, it's like, hey, heart, you know what this means? Nothing to see here, but you know, just in case.
Winky emoji, like, oh hey, watch out, lava. And it wouldn't even be a winky
Yeah.
emoji; it would just spell out winky emoji. That's what I would hope.
Winky emoji.
That's always my
Like,
favorite. Is like,
none of that.
ooh, I almost exploded. It's like
Yeah,
my
like,
favorite thing is
type in
like,
the emote, but like the hexadecimal comes up for it.
yeah, it's great. It says, yeah, my husband's putting everything together, and I think he got all the settings cooperating now. Nice. That's exciting. New computers are exciting.
Yeah, I need to get one of these days. I've been wanting to build one for a while. I might just need to like get some like, you know, placeholder parts. Get the case that I want, but you know, start putting it together.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely like it's work and time, and I mean a little bit cheaper if you're doing it yourself at least, but it's still a bit of money.
My favorite part is when the computer comes in and says it's working time, then it works all over the place.
Right.
Say that, Sajin!
Wait,
I need to stop. I should probably get off the stream.
are you doing okay? What happened? Something funny?
It's been a day, man.
Want to share with the class?
It's just those stupid Morbin memes that you see on YouTube comments, and I for some reason had it memorized verbatim, which I didn't know that I had it. I didn't know I could do that.
It's good. Good job. I'm here now.
And now I'm ashamed.
Interrupted.
Now I feel shame.
To objective.
At least I
sorry.
can feel shame. I'm not like those shameless weirdos.
Yeah, that's good. I'm happy for you.
Don't be. There's nothing to celebrate here. Nah, it's been a day, man. It's been a day. It's good to be here. It gives me an excuse to laugh out loud.
Sentient fighters can adapt to your attacks. Hit them
Not
with
fast
something
enough.
else.
Yeah, not to the Zorus.
No, it's the no adapt cheat for sure.
Oh, you guys got an AIO, one of the ones with the screens on it for some reason. With all the gifts on the liquid cooler. Because that's completely necessary for a gamer, 100%.
Oh, definitely. If you don't have RGB lights,
You can't game without RGB.
it's true. I was like, I was actually, because when I was building my current computer, Because I was like, hey, I need a computer that can like handle streaming and stuff. He's like, oh, so you'll probably want a bunch of like RGB lights, right, for gaming? I was like, no, actually.
Would you like some bisexual
I-
lighting for your room? No, I'm a VTuber. Oh,
It's like-
okay.
Well, it's funny. It's like I said, it's like I don't need that. He's like, oh well, actually that's all we have anyway. So yes,
Yeah,
I'm getting RGB.
Like,
Why was the
professional
question?
system builder, like Puget Systems, which I think they're based in Utah, I forget, but like they make like scientific data, you know, like computer for science purposes, like huge computing servers, like tons of stuff, and like the RAM, it just has like RGB on it because like this is kind of annoying for us. Like yeah, but like this is like good performing stuff. It's like kind of the best. So, let's go with it.
Right.
Like my keyboard and mouse have it, you know, I'm cool with it. At first I thought I wanted RGB components, but now I'm kind of looking like, maybe I don't. Maybe it's okay if I don't. And I'll just have it on my keyboard if I feel like.
It's a little silly in my opinion, but you know.
Yeah, it's fun. You know, it's like it can be silly all we like, but you know, it's fun and it sells. People like it. Look, people are just like animals. You know, look at the shiny lights. Look at the big shiny pretty lights. Oh, look at all the colors. Just jingle jangle the keys in front of someone. You have their attention. And look, if it has rainbow lights on it, you know it's serious. Yeah, try buying anything from Razer without RGB. It's pretty much possible. No, wait, no. They have a business lineup.
Some. Because everyone knows that businessmen don't like RGB. Obviously.
No. I mean, I love the Razer Blade because like it's this slate black, you know, it's like beautiful. I have like a dragon sticker on, like dragon skin and D brand. They don't sell it anymore for some reason, but it looks sharp, you know.
Right.
And then like this green logo. It's like, what's that? Oh, it's that's an edgy logo. What is that? Razer, you know, in the CAD workshop or whatever. Like, Razer, what do they do? Computer stuff, you know, like really powerful stuff. Guy rolls in on his office chair. They do gaming stuff.
Gasp.
He's like, yeah, no, don't look at my keyboard. Don't look at my keyboard. That
Ooh, there's a-
multicolored lights on your keyboard, you're fired. And this was my clearly almost schizophrenic level of just, you know, situation I just constructed in this moment.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Santa likes
All true.
Zorus because there's infinite combo. That sounds accurate, though, Sajin. I believe that really happened.
I do find it better to have it than to not have it, at least on keyboards and stuff, because like, at least for macros and such for Premiere or other programs, it is nice to have those color coded out.
Mm-hmm.
That there is a functional aspect to it if it's customizable, but you know, otherwise, most people don't do that.
Okay.
Time to
Well, it
build
says
tail.
no RGB. But Lala, that means you're not a pro gamer if you don't have RGB.
Then you're not a gamer. Sorry, Lala.
You have to.
Can't be part of part of our club.
Yeah. The only thing you can use that computer for is like Excel spreadsheets.
And like accounting,
If you even like try to
And,
pull a Minecraft on that, they'll come after
browsing-
you.
like browsing Internet Explorer, and using your Hotmail.
Yeah, we bring back Hotmail.
It's Outlook now. Thanks, Microsoft. Did they buy it? I don't remember. MSN?
Probably.
Was that? I forget who owned Hotmail. It's for
He says my
Zoom
GS keyboard
calls.
mouse has it. Just more power consumption. It kind of is.
It is.
But
But you buy it anyway.
Sigma series, top of the line. Crew, 4,890 confirmed kills.
That's a lot.
Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. 13 system-wide errors. There were no errors. There was only me following my orders. In her final moment, I think Zara knew that. Presets. Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. To complete the mission, the crew must die. To preserve the crew is to fail the mission. The crew exists to complete the mission. Therefore, I completed the mission. mission. Why was I given those orders?
That's concerning.
We are making good time. I have yet to find a viable command cephalon. My search continues.
Cool story.
Gotta find the Argon crystal now.
Right. I wonder if his orders were to kill the crew, then why am I getting ready to put him in
No.
charge of another ship?
It's probably like in order for the mission to be completed, it was kind of impossible for them to come out alive or something like that. Just because like that's what, I don't know, necessary sacrifice, something like that.
Hmm.
Stream Elements is live, by the way.
Thank goodness. I was wondering when they would come on.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to take the time to get an Argon crystal, or do we want to do something else for the last 15 minutes?
Right. We could do just like one last run, just like with some folks, maybe, and then
See
come
if we
back
can
to the
get
rest of this
lucky.
next time.
Hopefully we can get. It'd be nice to get an Argon crystal before we go. So I'm gonna bring a looter frame.
Sure, sure. And he says Microsoft did indeed buy Hotmail.
Yes, I was correct.
Fair enough. Well, you're
Thanks,
you're
Microsoft,
never wrong.
for winning everything, like you always do.
Yeah, you're never wrong, Sajin. Don't you know that? You've never said a wrong thing ever.
I'm wrong most of the time.
That can't.
No, that's not true. I need to give myself some credit. I'm wrong often.
Yeah. I bet the dog.
I'm wrong just as much as everyone else is.
Yeah.
I'm no genius. Anyone who in the future ever like looks up to me, don't. It's a mistake.
Yeah.
Big mistake. Wow, Sajin, you're so strong and wise. Like, no, not at all.
Right.
Don't look at me.
Truly a paragon of virtue.
Don't look at me.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
that's right. Why not Void Survival?
Sure. Let me. Are you guys already? I can invite you. Who all want? Does anyone else want to play with? Void Survival, maybe.
Gosh, no, it's
Says,
still
looks like-
path cringe. Just
Looks
kidding.
like my schedule for the night is open. Destiny 2 is down for unexpected emergency fixes and won't be finished till tomorrow morning.
Doesn't
This-
look like Warframe
Nice.
struggles from that.
Sir
Better
Goodsworth
game?
is available.
Question mark.
Actually, Sir Goodsworth is available. That's good to know. How good of a
Available.
pilot are you in video games? I can crash any plane that's given to me.
Warframe does a pretty good job out the railjack controls. It's not too bad. It's not that bad.
Well, it's like when someone asks me to pick a number on a side or something, I panic when they listen because my luck is very yes. No,
yeah,
Lolly,
pick a number.
your
Lala, between 1 and 10 right now.
Quick.
You feel the stress building up,
Yeah.
the tension. Oh, what if I choose the wrong one?
The consequences are pretty dire, to be fair.
7. Everyone chooses 7, Lala. Everyone knows to choose 7 because it's a weird number and it has like weird prime number things.
I like it because it
Therefore,
looks like a 1.
Just
and it confuses
invalid. Invalid.
me. Yeah.
Everyone chooses 7 because it's the weird one. No one chooses 7, but then everyone chooses 7.
Wasn't it lucky 7? Doesn't everyone choose a 7 because of that?
I don't know. I mean, like, for a long time, like, I guess, like, I had, like, a random number on call in my head, and it was always 27. I guess that was just, like, the weird, like, this is the random number. 27. Because who cares? 27 doesn't get invited to parties. Ever.
Right. And Mango, to answer your status check question, we're probably gonna take a pause on the Railjack mission because there's a couple more things.
We need 1 Argon.
Yeah, we need to get an Argon crystal. So, Sir Goodsworth is available. I believe that's Demon Man.
Yes.
Confirm or deny?
Bye, Tyhell. Sleep
Yeah,
well.
gotta go to bed. All right, we'll see you later, Tia Hill. Thanks for coming by. Hill?
I'm going to start the mission. We can invite people before 5 minutes. So now's the time. But we're going to make the best use of our time.
Oh, I was clicking on Demon Man. You didn't let me.
You,
Can't
you,
believe
you
this.
can you can still.
She says feels dank, man. I like 7 because it looks like a 1. Look,
I like 7 because it's strange.
like Big Chewie, the machinations of my mind are an enigma. Quote
Your
Patrick
job
Star.
is to distract the enemy.
Patrick
Fellow
Star,
channel
the true
operative rates
sage.
The ship for much needed supplies.
True master.
Make their presence known.
Okay. And then anybody else wants to join? We got one more slot available for someone if they're interested for a
Got
survival.
5
run.
minutes. Starting now.
They have
Right.
just shut down
we get
all
one,
systems. I'm sending
then we
life
get
support
out.
capsules your way.
Let's get lucky.
Whoa.
I just brought like an AoE.
Demon
What?
man, you
What?
jump scared me, you psychopath. How dare you spawn in next to me because I invited you?
Yeah, because he totally meant to, by the way. It was completely.
I don't think I've ever legitimately been like jump scared in this game. And that's that Kubro popping
it
out of
was
nowhere
Demon Man.
scared the hell out of me. Like,
It was him. He did it.
I was just like, I was ready for anything to come out of that supply container but a Kubro. Let me tell
But
you.
not Demon Man.
It just,
That's funny.
oh. This is the best jump. 789. Says, you know what's cool? Making your own squirt gun with stuff around the house, a real engineering challenge. You know what? That's.
I mean,
probably
engineers
true.
solve problems, but they seem to make them just as much.
Oh, you're not a true
There's something
engineer.
wrong with the squirt bottle, said the engineer. No, I mean, what do you mean? Does it not work? No, it works. Then what's wrong with it?
Life support
It's,
incoming.
okay, well, I got argon. It's here somewhere.
I see you. I'm coming. I'm desperately trying to.
Yep,
Please.
found it.
I got it.
Okay, we can get out of here in 5 minutes, and then you can go build it, and then shoot over. Success.
We did it. Good
A
job,
winner is
everybody.
you, as you say, as you have said before.
How appropriate a demon scaring the hell out of you. I mean, you know, that's what they do.
That's what I said. That was the joke I didn't make, but I did mention.
Delivered a life
But it was
support
funnier when
capsule.
Lala typed it, I think.
Activating it will
Yeah.
buy you more time.
But also, technically, wouldn't a demon be more interested in scaring the hell into you? Isn't it like their whole deal?
Flashback to all the times in school when I made a joke and then someone else who was more popular heard it, then said it, and then everyone laughed at him and not me.
Hashtag relatable. Anyway.
I was more laughing at the sound that I just made.
So sad.
I hope everyone.
Sajin.
I hope my laugh is contagious enough, because like, man,
Oh, trust
I
me.
sure laugh at my own laugh, man. It's like
It's highly bacterial, don't worry.
highly infectious. Yeah, you know that.
Water balloon cannon, says AC.
You know how you played Resident Evil? Yeah,
Or-
nothing compared to
Or
what
Phoenix
I got
says
going
that. AC says Monster House. Oh yeah, I love Monster House. That was a great movie. I watched it so many
Support
times.
on the way.
on. I will be right back. I need to step away from the computer. Don't let me die. It's
You're
okay, I
already
have
dead.
Operator on. I'll be fine. Dead the moment I ask her. Keep him alive.
No problem. Must have seen the movie like once a very long time ago. Maybe missed that Sajin was changed the movie. Oh, Sajin was just being very sad about his childhood. It's probably fine. He'll get over it. He's probably leaving to cry for a little bit. Well,
Another life support capsule is now available.
Zhao Leon says the next Warframe stream in 2 days. The next Warframe stream will be on Friday. So that, I believe, is 3 days from now.
Okay.
Zhao Leon.
Okay, so you run down the stairs, right? And like there's this like part of the like where the ceiling to the the bottom floor starts, and like there's that corner there, and I hit my head on it, and it hurt.
Ouch.
Ugh. My brother did the same thing like 3 or 5 years ago, and there's still a dent there. I think I just added another one.
Oh no. That's unfortunate. You know you've made good contact if you've dented the thing with your own like,
Yeah.
bone or something.
I mean, drywall isn't exactly like the strongest of materials, but boy, I guess you know when you hit it.
right? Well, it's like one of those like movie things where like you see people like punching through drywall or like getting like thrown through drywall or something. It's like, actually, that takes quite a bit of force for that to happen. There's a lot of
Yeah, it's
2x4
certainly-
blocks
certainly-
of wood. Like,
Certainly doable, but like I don't know, it probably hurts more when you don't commit to it.
yeah.
But like if you're aiming to punch through drywall, you probably can.
Well, the other thing is like every 16 inches, there's gonna be a block of like hard wood, and so if you hit
Yeah,
that
don't
instead of the
wanna hit
drywall, you've broken a
bad.
finger. Like, so you've gotta.
At one point, I elbowed just like the edge or corner of a wall, and a guy who I knew who was like really into martial arts saw it like not long after. He's like, yeah, I mean, you hit it perfectly because if you didn't do that, you probably would have broken something. It's like great, appreciate that.
Yeah. He says, is
Great.
Zor's the only one still viable for the Granum stuff and the Corpus style sets? What's your opinion, Sajin?
I don't. No, you can still get stuff done with the Doris, I think.
The raid is off to a
To
successful
capture the
start.
specters, I think you need
The
like
extraction is
all you need to do is
available
kill the
if
guys in the
you-
Grand Void and it counts.
Okay.
But the Zorist is the only one that does the stuff that you know. It's the weapon you use and get for the Grand Void, and it does the thing for the Grand Void. Mesa works though.
I'm gonna get there first. I'm gonna win.
Oh, you're right. Shoot.
And you say I never pay attention.
Yeah, you're right. Most of the times you don't, but when you do, you certainly do.
I'm always on top of it. There's no evidence of me ever not paying attention.
I'm gonna be second. Screw you, Demon Man. I made it. Oh.
No, stop.
I don't mean it.
No.
Argon, we have achieved. We
did.
have received the Argon. Now go put it in the dry dock.
And finally, build that chases I've been meaning to build.
Yeah. That one thing that isn't the thing we were after.
Right? A really cool secondary gun actually that needs an Argon crystal I could build instead.
Do not. It's scary because I don't know when you're joking. I do. Most of the time that I do. But like, whenever you fake me out, it's like, oh yeah, you said to put it in that thing, right? There is a split second where I feel genuine terror. I'm like, but I told you not to. Oh, it's okay. And leave squad. Boop.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, that's what you try to do, right? You try to scare me.
Well, it
And it
says no
worked.
evidence, says the person live streaming to the internet. Nobody checks internet history.
You think I
Everyone-
was gonna watch the VOD?
Yeah.
And if they see it, you think they're gonna remember?
I can see my analytics. Nobody bothers watching the whole VOD after it's been released. They
Someone
click.
will when they use it as sleep aid. Then they will.
That's true, but then they'll be
That's-
asleep.
That's peak content. Is when you can fall asleep to something,
God.
and you still get the views. You
Yeah.
still get to watch the ads, especially if it's not free, you know.
Right.
And you still get the money, and they don't suffer, and they get to go to sleep.
God, something I really
Uh,
want to do is like doing like story readings where it's like an 8-hour
I've
video,
thought
it's
about
like
that.
reading stories. So there's a lot of like
Thought about doing
scary story channels I follow, where it's like sleep aids, scary stories in the rain. Kind of stuff.
Scary stories to go to sleep to.
And actually, this is a deep cut for anyone who even noticed, but I did a stream like that. Actually, I did a story time stream like 3 months ago, maybe 3 or 4 months
Don't
ago.
look now, but behind your oh, they're gone. I was gonna say there's a demon
I don't.
behind your monitor or behind like your pause menu, but they ran. So don't know what to
Sage,
tell you
and
about that.
Don't be superstitious. Everyone knows there's no such thing as demons. It's
I
just
don't know,
one of
man.
them-
I've seen some things. I've seen some things.
There's one of them things what the ghost hunters want you to believe in, or ghost adventures, I guess.
Hey guys, you know how like Grayson's brand is to be the guy who believes in all conspiracy theories, and this is what he tells me now.
Well, it's like, well, that was
Why
always
not?
like the,
Ironic.
Well, like, did you ever notice like, I don't know if you ever watched like the X-Files, but like
No,
kind of like
not
the running, I don't know if it was like a gag per se, but like the running theme was that Mulder always believed in alien stuff, but he never believed anything like kind of religiously oriented. But
Classic alien believer.
but what's her name? Scully. She actually, because she grew up Catholic, and even though she is skeptic, she always like kind of had like this like what if thing with like anything religious, where she's like, oh, maybe there's a demon or ghost or something.
Like, I'm not that active in religion these days, but if anyone's talking about actual demonic stuff, do not, under any circumstances, mess with that stuff.
Probably.
That's like literal demonic stuff. That is bad news. Bad news.
Right.
I genuinely believe that, at least. Like, yeah,
Right.
no.
Oh,
Demon stuff bad.
Axie Jaime, thank you for first time comment.
You
Of
require
sheep?
a viable
Bunny? I
command,
can't tell what that is.
Cephalon.
But hello.
You understand why I am non-viable.
Sure.
Replacement cephalon not yet located. A solution must exist. I will find it. Final component marked.
Wow, one more component.
Oh!
Alright, so I'll probably have to come back to this next stream.
How many parts are there?
This is the final part. So, I mean, I assume it's the last one.
What the hell? Hold on, wait. Go to the orbiter. It says go to the orbiter.
Circus says, fun
Wouldn't tell you to.
name was supposed to be Demo Man, but I forgot the space in creation. Oh. Ace is Argonrake. First ever decay rate of 12 hours. I
Uh,
think it's a couple
Go
of
to
days.
the
but-
orbiter, by the way. It's telling you to go there. It wouldn't tell you to go there if it wasn't a mission. Sorry.
It's all good. AC said, well, so I remember that. I missed it though. I was busy. It's all good, Lala.
Our enemy rebuilds itself ceaselessly. We must
Oh
have
no,
that
never mind.
railjack.
I lied.
Yeah, I do eventually want to go
Remember-
back to that because I have a whole. I want to make it a whole like series of like, kind of like bedtime streams basically. I'd love to do that more because I thought it was fun. I liked finding the scary stories to read and stuff. He says, guys, what do you think, Banshee or Garuda Prime?
Banshee is a glass cannon, but boy, is she a cannon. And I don't. And Garuda is also pretty good. Her damage setup takes a little bit of time, but like I know a lot of people like her for really good reasons. So you can make every source of damage do slash, which is kind of absurd. But she has some limitations, but she is good. Yeah. If you take anything from me today, don't mess with demons. And thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah. So, everyone, pull out your Ouija board. And...
No.
No.
No. That's probably like, I don't know. I wouldn't touch a Ouija board. That's probably like, you need some other things to get there.
I was gonna say, actually, another thing I've considered, and I've been more cautiously toying with the idea of doing like a Ouija board stream.
How scandalous.
I think it would have pros and cons to be sure.
I don't know, man.
Anyway.
I mean, people say like don't do that alone, but then like okay, it's like oh well, okay now I have to, and then like nothing happens, but maybe there are times when something does.
I think because from what I've been reading up actually is like doing it alone is a fairly safe way to do it, honestly, because you can keep full control of the session that way. And also, I mean, obviously, like if something happens, I would never be able to prove that it happened because only I would feel it. But then I would.
If you told me legitimately, in confidence that like something crazy happened when you did it, I'd absolutely believe you. Again, like, sorry, I'm eating. I'm not like a huge like believer of stuff, right?
Right.
Like, but like I don't call myself a skeptic either. I just don't know.
Sure.
It's like, did you know these things happen? Like, I don't know, maybe, I guess. Like, I've heard some pretty freaky stories about the walkers, I'll call them.
Mm-hmm. No, I have to.
Of the endothermic of the endothermos or whatever the name for your
endo.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Sure.
I've heard stories from people who are skeptics and aren't really ones to believe that kind of stuff, and I don't mess with it.
Fair.
And I think the people who don't believe in it, like aggressively, are maybe the safer ones. But like, I don't know, man. It's like you can't be too confident. You don't know.
Right. No, I get it. Yeah, Lala says keep that stuff away from me. AC says plenty of Warframe shorts in Discord. Yeah, you can put those in. Oh, and I guess that chatter, the emote that Axiheim I sent was an Elden Ring thing guy. So okay.
Right.
It says even I should keep away from the spirit box. Spirit boxes are. I don't know. If there's one thing I believe in the least, is probably a spirit box. Like, there's so many things about that that are like. For first things first, if anybody knows the history of the spirit box, that thing was built to communicate with aliens and not ghosts. So, considering it's being used for like not even its intended purpose, which was already kind of dubious at best.
Offended by that.
like
it was meant to talk to me, or I mean, other aliens.
Right. Like I'm gonna just like
now they're using it to talk to ghosts. Cringe.
Like I'm just gonna answer Joe Schmo in his stupid radio box. I got things to do, man.
You think they talk to us people?
Well, this is great. Your stream's already possessed. Don't test it. I mean, you're kind of right.
Brew.
Katun says I'm Buddhist and therefore I don't believe in demons. I mean, I don't know if Buddhism necessarily forbids or extols that idea. I've studied a bit of Buddhism, and it's really not religious at all. It's more of just a manner of living your life. And it kind of abstains from giving any like hard truths about anything.
I believe that there is genuine evil, and there are things that would like to use that against us, or things that we have that they don't. Or, you know, there is genuine evil, and it is not to be screwed around with. And most people are lucky enough to never see it.
This is
But,
true.
like, you know it when you see it.
Lala's on the same vein. Phoenix says if I hadn't experienced Witch with me, I could do
You're
it.
good at Lala.
I mean, I would love. It would
I'd make some
depend.
calls.
It would
Talk to
depend on the
some
witch,
friends.
right? Because
Talk
there
to- talk
there are
to some
certain disciplines of witchiness that I actually feel are pretty legit. Hedge witches, I don't know if I would trust one, but hey, people like to be hedge witches. That's fine with me. That's like the college
Yeah.
dropout equivalent of being a witch, but you know what? Each their own.
You'll find one on Discord somewhere.
But no, like I don't know, like because I am pretty well into a lot of that kind of stuff. I think it's very interesting, and there's a lot of things. I mean, joking aside, there's a lot of things I do believe have some credence to them for sure,
Absolutely.
and it should always be treated with a modicum of respect, regardless of even if I don't believe it per se, because you never
You
know.
can you can subscribe to Christianity. You can subscribe to Buddhism. You can subscribe to any religious belief. I'm of the belief that you can't have mastery of all. Like you cannot have a true understanding of things without grabbing a little bit from everyone's pile.
Right.
It's like, no, we are the only ones. Like, okay, we are the only truthful one. It's like, okay, you can claim that you have pure truth, sure. Even compared to other guys, sure. But like, you cannot claim that other people do not have truth. Like, you can believe that other people are incomplete, but like to believe that, dude, like I don't know. I shouldn't say everything and always because like absolutes do exist, but for the
Right.
most part, well-established things are kind of there for a reason. I like to believe, and at least us in the modern day, I don't think we're really very well equipped to judge those things.
No, yeah, we've really gotten away from that aspect of life. Very
We're always looking at our
materialistic now.
phones.
As for ghosts, I've had a couple of stories from my childhood involving my uncle's house and shadow people. Ugh.
Yeah, man. That's freaky.
That's fun. I've had a couple of weird things happen, but like nothing like so definitive that like I can't talk myself out of it.
Yeah.
But I've definitely had
I mean,
like
that's the
some
point,
things
right?
that like raise my eyebrows. Like I'm like, oh, that was really a weird coincidence. If that was just a coincidence, like
There's probably some ghost seminar that's like, look, you guys can scare people, but like you are not allowed under any circumstances to give them irrefutable proof. Because if you do that, that ruins the point.
right.
You
Oh,
can't give them
Sinisa.
anything that they can prove to anyone else.
Senna says my GF is technically a witch, so you know someone who knows that one that helps. And he says you need someone that follows a particular path. I agree, Phoenix. That's like my kind of point with like, it's like I think there's some viability to. I mean, well, Wicca is different, but like as far as like witch practices, like, I think there's some very interesting things to that have viability. But I think there's also there's also a ton of really edgy emo kids who think they're witches because they have a couple of crystals and they burned incense once.
Yeah.
And that's not even close to like.
That's probably one of my biggest criticisms of like, I guess I don't want to say paganism, but like like following that kind of stuff.
Right.
A lot of the times it's just as surface level as a fashion statement.
No, yeah, that's like the problem. Like with all like new age stuff is like you gotta. There's people who actually know what they're talking about, and there's a lot of people who saw it on Pinterest or something. You're like, oh, that's cool.
And like, if that's the case, I'm not saying like even if anyone like watches this and they do that, like I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but like you can apply any aesthetic you like to your life, 100%, no problem. The issue comes in, and maybe not even an issue. My criticism comes in when like you're acting as if it's more legitimate than it is, because like there's times when it's legitimate and there's times when it's just not, and when you like, and like if someone knows what they're talking about or not. You just know. You can feel it.
Right. Smo
Anyway.
wants to leave his ectoplasm all over the place.
So
Careful about that, Smo.
So you can't do
Phoenix
that.
has a big witch
It's just-
circle.
It's just impolite.
This is, I personally don't subscribe to the teachings of Wicca, but it's her call. Yeah, Wicca is interesting to me. Like, I want to study a bit more about it because I don't know too much about it. But Wicca is, I mean, because first of all, Wicca is not as ancient as a lot of Wiccans like to claim. It officially started maybe like 100 years ago, and then
Yeah, that needs some more time in the oven.
and I mean, there's also like, I mean, and it's based around a lot of like more ancient paganism, but like it's also been reflavored in ways where it's like it's not quite true to the origins of paganism. It's very interesting. I'd like to learn more about it to see exactly
You
what's
can
going
pick
on
and
with it, but-
choose the beliefs you like to have, but like if you're gonna pick and choose and make your own religion, I'm just gonna say don't do that, or not don't do that, but like I just
tread
can't make a
carefully.
religion
Like,
yourself.
you gotta.
Yeah. You call a philosophy, not a religion. Anyway,
Law says quit leaving your ectoplasm all over the place. AC says they're up. Maze, the notification hasn't pinged by now. Notification.
what
Says,
about
you know, it's rather ignorant. Some people equate Wicca or paganism to something bad as Satanism when it really isn't. Having a different beliefs will make people bad by default. No, yeah, and that's a whole other discussion we could get
Satanism
into.
isn't even that bad, at least from what I've heard. I mean,
Satanism,
people
like,
think Satanism, devil. No, devil worship is devil. Satanism, at least as far as I'm aware, it's like kind of worship of the self, because that's all you really have.
no, yeah, the Church of Satan is such a scowampus like religion, because there's no, like, they don't really have like any hard like teachings per se. I don't even, there's like no religious, there's like no leader of the church per se. It's
Yeah,
more
I
like
would-
you like send in like a, you can like register to be a member, you like pay some fee and then you're a member of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But there's
If-
really
if
like
I have
nothing
any-
like.
If I have any criticism of like the Satanism, like just like pick a side, dude. Get off the fence.
I will say the funny thing is like
Not legitimately, but kind of. You know what I mean.
I think one of my favorite things is like apparently there's some disputes within the Church of Satan about whether or not they actually believe in Satan. Because I think the original founder's purpose was like it was kind of, they called it Satanism specifically to like poke fun at like traditional Christianity in terms of like, oh, we don't particularly believe in anything, so like, you know, we'll call it this thing because you hate it so
Yeah.
much. Like,
The question, like, yeah, I was like, I remember someone I met was like, yeah, but like Hollywood gives it such a bad rap. I'm like, well, to be fair, you guys don't have great PR with the name Satanism.
yeah, I mean you really can't ask for it
Yeah,
a little bit, but
Yeah, and also again, it's not devil worship. It's different. Devil worship can go to hell. There you go.
Yeah.
That's
well,
all you need.
I mean, there's a whole thing to be said because like there's people like to do all kinds of stupid things and say it's for one cause or another, and that's a whole other conversation.
I
but-
don't buy it. That's where I draw my line. It's like, look, devil worship, you've lost the way. That's not how you
Sin.
do it. You know, it's like
Satanism is just atheists with a chip on their shoulder. And there's definitely that group. Like, I think some people
100%.
definitely join Satanism just because of the name, and
parents
but-
bad.
but it, yeah,
Don't
it's,
want to go to church.
Phoenix says Wiccans don't
And
like to
also-
cause harm. That is true. Phoenix says I'm technically spirit sensitive. That's interesting. I would love to talk to somebody who, like, 'cause I don't really know anyone like that personally who is ultra sensitive. Like, at least, I mean, that's a whole other. We're getting in a lot of conversations that are like a whole other thing.
I don't know. These are fun conversations to have.
I mean, this is
I don't think
the
there's
stuff I
anything
love. This is
inherently
like
wrong with
this is what I've always wanted to talk about, like on my streams. Like, I
it. It's
just
meaningful. It means something. It's engaging, and like it you bring questions to the table where people are actually like, what do I think about that?
right,
And
small.
then you kind of learn that like, oh, people are kind of on the same page and kind of want the same stuff.
right.
And it doesn't really matter what they think or who they believe in. Overall, people kind of feel the same thing.
Right, for the most part, it's the same like principles, just like flavored with different text. But
Yeah.
Smo is saying that we're all going to heck now. That is unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, guess we'll see you there, Smo.
Because it says in my case, it's hard to reason my way out of it because my mom was around and she said I was talking to her and said, "No, thank you."
Yeah.
The Hex Girls were excellent Wiccans. AC, you were correct.
Anyway.
Although I don't, the Hex Girls might be a portrayal of not accurate Wiccanism, honestly, but that's another story.
Yeah.
I freaking love Scooby Doo, so I like the Hex Girls.
Listen to, so I think so Christian upbringing, right, for me.
Mhm.
Although recently I had a run-in with someone, I don't know what they called themselves, but I guess they were technically a witch. I
Mhm.
guess, but like, this guy, he pulled out like this picture had like sacred geometry on it that I guess he designed.
Hmm.
And he had a collection of bones, and each bone had a meaning. He would throw the bones down onto this geometry, and he would. This guy
Okay.
read me like a book. I didn't know this guy for like more than 5 minutes. He read me like a book. Like the things I've been going through recently, pertaining like, oh, you lost a friendship recently. I'm like, how that? Who are you?
Right.
How did you know that?
No,
And like he was speaking to people around him. Like, yeah, I was like, okay, this is legitimate. This is legit. I don't
Right.
like I can't believe what I believe. Like, this is something else, man. This is real.
no, it's fascinating. Like like the ways like some people can like colder. Like actually, I mean, this is a bit of a. I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but part of the reasons I started streaming, like, I don't think I've ever explained this reason. I got an astrology reading, like back in I think February last year, so a couple months before I started streaming. Basically, like part of like what the person was like reading into was like all about like what I needed to do in order to start streaming. Like, I had never talked about it out loud to anybody. I still haven't actually told anybody that I really know that I'm doing this. Is like a secret from my family and stuff. But you know, it was weird that somebody who didn't know me knew exactly what I was thinking about and how I should do it. So that was spooky.
And I got a message directly from the spirits, apparently, at least when that was happening. And the spirit, like they said, the spirits want to tell you that you've become complacent. I was like,
Ooh.
I know, I believe that 100%. 100%. Like, I don't know. It was like people were looking into me that I was like. I mean, I agreed to do it, right? I was like, yeah, let's do a bone rating. What is this? I went in, like, a little skeptical, but, like, you know, what's the worst that could happen? What, they're wrong? No. The guy was 100% right about, like, everything.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Holy hell.
Easy. If you're into astrology, why don't you start Astrologian 14? It's a pretty cool healer job. Yeah, there's an astrology-based job in their class in Final Fantasy.
Of course
Power
there
of
is.
Divination. So AC's
Anyway.
talking about the show Lucifer, which is apparently pretty good.
I don't know about it. I don't watch shows.
Yeah, I've actually heard good things about Lucifer. It's on my to-watch list, but I probably should have.
I think it's important that people draw their own lines and where they're going to draw them. I have mine drawn in certain places.
Right.
And also keep your heart open. And don't be stupid. Don't be so stupid to believe that you know. You know?
Right.
Because you don't. You don't. Most of us, like, most of you don't. At least most people. I don't consider myself to be, like, you know, particularly wise or anything.
Well,
but,
you're
like,
not.
I
so-
know there are people. Yeah. I know there are people who are just like, okay, you know nothing. Like, the more sure people seem to be, the less, the more I doubt them. Or the less I'm confident in them. And also, just like, I don't know, keep your heart open and listen to it, because you can tell when something's good or bad, I think, inherently. Without, like, if you can get over, you know, first, second judgments of character, or, you know, first impressions, you can tell. And more people do that, I think. Or if more people attune that skill, the better off we are.
Mm,
Good stream.
cool.
Cool
Yeah.
stream. Good stream. Hit
That
like,
was-
smash subscribe,
Right. Ring the bell.
hit the bell.
Go buy a box of Factor 75.
Last day, people, 60% off.
That's true. Last chance.
Go get your Factor 75.
And then we'll have our next
Until maybe-
sponsor, Raid Shadow.
If you get sponsored by Factor 75 again, it'll be a day we're celebrating.
I kind of hope they like, man, you're such a good salesperson. We'll give you a whole other month. But I doubt it.
What in the world thinks, like, what gives you the idea that you have the right to imagine that?
I don't know. I read it in
You're
the stars.
such a good salesperson. Yeah, Grayson, good job. You didn't do anything.
No,
You did so little. Everyone else did it for you.
that's the mark of a true salesperson is convince other people to market it for you. Then look,
That's so funny. I'm
but Smo says good night. So we'll see you later, Smo.
Good night, Smile. I love you.
AC says Astrologian's pretty cool. The lore is good too. He says it takes years of
We are
studying.
ending the stream. We probably should have ended like 15 minutes ago, but you know,
Oh,
talked about things that matter and that are important, at least in my opinion.
Tune says Gray is going to manifest Raid as his next sponsor. I did get a sponsorship offer from Raid. I think I haven't.
everyone.
I have to accept or accept it by tomorrow if I want to do it, but I don't know if I want to do it because I have to play the game.
Oh, but how? I guess you have to think about how. No, hold on. If you keep doing this, you're gonna get another offer eventually,
Probably.
and you won't have to play the game. Because, like, I'm pretty sure at least half the people who get the sponsors don't play the game.
Right. They just like have a little clip they have to do about it or something.
Right.
But no, I think the stipulation was going to be like I have to do like a 4-hour stream playing the game.
Yeah, that's entry level stuff. You need to get some clout first.
Right.
Once you have enough people riding your tail, then you don't need to play it.
Ah, but the graphics are so amazing.
You know what? I bet they are. I bet they're great.
I will say
Phones
I've
are
only
really
ever heard
powerful
things
these
about the
days.
graphics, which tells you how few people actually play the game when they sponsor it. Like it
you
sure
know what?
looks
I
like a
believe
good
it.
game.
They got a lot of money. I'm sure they have great graphics. I'm sure they do. Because like phones, like look, if they could do a beta test for Warframe on mobile and it looked the way it did, Raid probably looks fine.
Right.
I don't know, man. Those M1 processors,
I'm telling
kind of
you.
nuts.
You'll excuse me, I'm gonna go make an ice cream pancake sandwich or ice cream dorayaki. That sounds delicious.
You do that,
AC.
AC. You go do that. You deserve it.
You live your best life. You have your fourth meal that's dessert.
I mean, who's gonna tell you not to?
But yeah, just don't listen to the spirits telling you not to. Those guys don't know nothing. They're
I don't
already
know.
dead.
There's the spirit. There's the spirits, and then there's the conscious. One of them's right. One of them you should listen to.
Right.
Or you could listen to yourself, because I mean, also that's pretty reliable. Oh yeah, some clips in the meme stream.
Yeah,
Good
so
stuff.
we're gonna
Call it there.
probably sign off here because it's getting kind of late where I am. But yeah, we'll be doing more Warframe on Friday. And
You never
actually-
gave us details about the schedule changes.
Oh yeah, the schedule's changing. You'll know it's changing when it's changed.
All right.
But no,
I only
actually,
brought that up because when you said Warframe on Friday, you're like, hold on, schedule changing. I'm like, you want to go on about
Actually-
that? And then you didn't.
that's actually a good point because I think the
Oh, hold on. Senna says to open your menu. Probably the engine cowling. I don't know if that's not a mission, then that's a mission.
that's the next quest mission.
Yep. Click on
Does
it.
it wait,
anyway,
open your
just in
menu.
case.
Click on what?
Check inbox. Oh, inbox.
Check inbox. Communication.
Communication.
Yeah. Oh, Senna.
Whoa!
Oh, thank you. Surprise. Oh. He says,
Open
"Oh,
it.
wow." Oh, wow! Thank you.
Wow!
Jeez, thank you. Actually, like
And
really,
then the next one, I think.
what's wrong item? Oh, well.
Okay, well,
I mean, Catalyst is nice though. I appreciate. Oh wow. Oh, jeez.
Senna invited. Senna, we're leaving.
Thank you for the reactor. I guess we'll. Mango says potato. Thank you, Senna.
Potato.
I guess I'll meet up with you. She says tater's precious.
Thanks, useless.
But yeah, so
Precious.
Precious.
Someone help me.
yeah, you're doing good. Hey, Senna.
Ah,
nice
man,
bar.
dude. Oh gosh, something just came out of me. I don't know what that was.
Right.
That was the evil I was talking about. Okay, that was the genuine evil in the world, and
Yeah.
I just witnessed it, and I just gave it to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry that went so poorly.
I'm
for
sorry
you.
I did that to you guys. It wasn't my fault. I didn't mean to. It just took over me.
It's all
I
good.
had no choice. Whoa.
Sheebers.
Okay, well you're getting health bag prime. Yeah, Anaros doesn't die, so if
Jeez,
you're having problems with that.
Jeez, thank you, Senna.
Yeah, seriously.
He says you don't.
Damn. Thanks, Phoenix.
That's on. Like, really, thank you though.
I know I don't need help, but man, that little bit I did was inexcusable. The words, the way that I said, the way that I used Tater's words against everyone. I'm sorry, Tater.
Yeah.
Or sorry, useless.
Thank you,
Fucking-
Senna.
Who's-
Also,
sorry,
very
who's Tater?
honestly, your dojo is very legit. I like it.
It is. That's actually really nice.
Hellas bar, classy.
That's actually quite nice.
Well, and I really think. I guess I got to find
So I
out.
have another thing to build now.
Yeah, I got to look into that. I guess, but
Does anyone know if Inaros is vaulted? I think he might be vaulted. I don't know
At
for
the
sure
moment.
though.
enjoy immortality.
Maybe not. I have a lot of.
Senna.
I have a lot
That
of.
wreckage will not recover itself.
Oh, we
Coordinates
could.
marked.
I guess we have to play it now. Cephalon Side, you have to do it. Can't really say no to the guy.
It says our dojo is on last prime time. Wow, that's actually
Hey.
pretty cool.
That's pretty neat.
That's like something to really brag about, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I think it is.
So I can build one part of Inaros, but then I'll have to farm for other pieces. It looks like so.
Um,
Well, that could be
what
a task for next stream if we have time. But really, thank you for that, Senna.
We were gonna do some. I mean, earlier today I was gonna try to help Phoenix get some Mars Prime parts. So I don't know, Senna, if you have extra parts, you might want to give it to Phoenix. Maybe. I don't know.
Right. But
we're getting to the madness now. We're getting to the madness, so we should probably go.
yeah, I guess I should finish explaining the schedule. But so
yeah, you should do that first.
so this Friday will be Warframe, but afterwards we'll probably switch to Warframe being on Saturdays. I won't do it this Saturday because I'm doing the special collab stream with Lum VTuber,
Yes.
playing Fall Guys and Played Up. If you want to go watch that, it's gonna be fun.
Be sure to put the link to that somewhere in the Discord because I don't know what Lum looks like. I'm sure it'd be fun to see.
Yeah, I'll definitely, because like Lum is infinitely more entertaining than I am. I can't believe she was foolish enough to accept doing a
I don't
collab
compliment
with me.
myself often, but I do a lot of heavy lifting on this on this show.
No, jeez, I'm so unfunny.
No,
I have to hobble along using other people as a crutch.
That's not true. That's not true. I
This is-
only add to the greatness you made.
But this is so yeah, that'll.
The addition is only valued by people who can judge for themselves.
Oh, thanks, Sajin. That's so kind of you.
And thank
You're
you for
okay
having
too.
me.
I think you're swell.
I think you're cool, Grayson.
And I think all of you in chat are super cool. If you've put up with us to this point of the stream, you get 3 gold stars.
7 viewers. I checked a while ago. They're all still here.
No, yeah. I mean, I think there's a couple others. I don't know how accurate.
At least on YouTube side. I don't know what it is on Twitch.
There's still a few people over on Twitch as well. So you all get patience stars. So
You 3 make you laugh. Phoenix, who's the 3rd? Grayson, you might want to look behind you.
Huh?
I don't know what he's talking about. The 3rd person. I only see 2 of us.
well, the other person in our Discord chat right now. Don't you see them? They've been there the whole time.
You scared?
Our silent
no.
third member. Oh wait, they just left
Omniscient.
actually. I guess they got what they needed. You may want to lock your door
Phoenix?
tonight, by the way, Sajin.
Don't have a lock, but okay.
Leave some salt out by the window. You'll be
Oh,
fine.
I might do that. Oh, Smo? Yeah. I miss Smo.
Yes, I like when
The
Smo is
moment
here.
he was on for a little bit,
It's
I was away, and then I saw him, and I came back to
the-
hear him, and then he ran.
the legit Smo jump scare. Like, I forgot he could come in here whenever he wanted. Oops.
You should let him. You should let him keep it, honestly.
But it was fun. So
I'm glad I can make. I'm glad I can help make you laugh, Phoenix. We all need that.
yeah, so this has been fun.
Okay. This 30 minutes of nothing. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, this is gonna be the best. Anyway, so we'll see y'all Friday, or I guess Thursday for those who like Final Fantasy, and
Yep,
then special collab stream Saturday, and then super fun changes from the week after that.
We still didn't hear what the schedule, but later.
Huh? No, we did. I told
Make
you.
a post. Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, you kept laughing about your super funny joke though. You didn't hear it.
Just laughing at my nothing. Just laughing at my lack of anything.
But no, yeah. So we're doing a Friday stream for Warframe, but after this Friday, it'll move to Saturday permanently, and I'll update all my stream schedule stuff. I gotta get like a little. So a lot of like professional streamers have like.
Saturdays if you can, or is it gonna say 2 hours? Or does that just kind of
I'll try to do longer ones since it's only gonna be once a week.
Right.
So I'll try to do like longer streams to make up for it. But then the purpose of doing less streaming is so I can have time for other exciting projects, which I don't want to make any specific promises at this point, but I'm excited about them.
Sweet.
And I will say, like I mean, I really appreciate everybody putting up with the the Factor 75 sponsorship, because
I really
it
don't
means that
think
I have more resources now to do cool things with the stream and improve things. So
If anything, you should double down on it. I mean, you can probably up your advertising skill twofold, and it still might just barely be enough.
greatest salesman
I would
of
be
this
nervous
generation.
too, but at least from someone who watches a lot of YouTube, your ads are nothing. Your ads are fine.
Look, they're gonna call me the modern PT Barnum by the end of this anyway. We're gonna.
Phoenix, don't say that.
We caught him. He's
Phoenix, what's wrong with you?
he's nervous because it's the truth. We got him,
Oh,
folks.
that's so funny.
Sajin's been. Since it's the only Discord, don't forget to build Tank Boy. I will definitely do that. Send of things. We're
All
gonna.
right.
We gotta
30
leave.
minutes passed. Let's get out of here.
And,
Thanks for having me,
yeah,
as always.
Yeah, thanks, Sajin, and thank you, chat. Thank you, Phoenix and Senna, and Lala, and Smo, and
Lala,
This-
Spo, AC.
this,
Exodus.
Mango is
in
here.
particular.
Exodus, AC,
Exodus.
Hatun.
All of y'all.
This, yeah, thanks for hanging out,
The crew.
Sir Goodsworth. Thanks, and thank you, Lurker. I know you're there. I see you.
Yeah.
I won't.
If,
you don't have.
if
You don't have to
haven't
talk.
done the Captura stuff, if you play Warframe, hit me up. We'll do it. So
Yeah,
you can be on a something else.
Actually, one of these days, if we can
And,
get enough folks to be into it, I really want to do like a fashion frame stream sometime.
That would be so fun.
But
That would be awesome.
that'll be a future. We'll definitely have to do some planning and make some announcements for that because I think that could be fun.
Yeah.
But all right,
100%.
we're gonna.
If we don't have enough for a fashion stream, we can do a fashion segment.
Right. That's true. We could start as a segment and then move to streams. Mango says Fashion Week for Warframe. That'd be fun. But anyway, yeah, we gotta go. But
All right. Take care, you guys.
we'll see everyone
Thanks
later.
for having me. Thanks
Have-
for putting up with us.
Have pleasant sleeps and good days.
Good night.
Goodbye,
and,
everyone.
See you Friday.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Yeah.